start streaming at the same time. I really hope this doesn't break my computer.
We actually are doing this. We just like hear like the Discord leave sound.
It just does.
Like, yep.
No, I'm actually pretty sure that I have enough. I'm pretty sure my computer is powerful enough to do this because actually multi-streaming actually doesn't take that much resources for me.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna open up Task Manager real quick just to be certain. Oh, and then can you guys go take a look at the stream itself to make sure all the audio is coming through properly?
Yes, but I have to leave real quick to let Cat out.
Okay.
Twitch.tv.
So yeah, Discord is up to averaging around 9 to 10 on the CPU scale, 9 to 10%. Instead of normally it will take I don't know.
Alright, can you say something real quick?
Yo, it's your boy.
Okay, everything works.
Nice. You know what would be really cool is an OBS plugin, or even like a Discord plugin. I don't know what you do, but a plugin that could separate each individual person in a Discord call into a separate audio channel. That way you could balance each individual person's audio in post instead of the entirety of Discord audio as a whole. That would be nice. I just don't know how feasible that would be.
Probably not too feasible.
I love how even after streaming to 2 locations and recording to my computer itself, OBS still uses less memory than Google Chrome.
So, how did that work?
I think you underestimate how horrible of a browser Google Chrome is.
Is it really that bad?
Just with RAN optimization, it uses up so much of everything.
Really? I had no idea.
Just compared to other browsers.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna turn
gathering
you
and
guys
sending
down
data
just ever so slightly because you guys are getting really close to peaking out.
It is using half of my memory apparently.
What?
Let's see. I currently have 8 Firefox tabs open. Let me open up Task Manager.
Oh, I
see how much Firefox.
I was like, wow, it's so low.
Process.
Not even there.
Firefox is currently using 0.4% of my CPU.
Wow, that is bullshit.
With 11
The only reason I'm
running
still
tests.
using Google Chrome, there are Pumpkin. You
Admittedly-
never come to Katawa Shoujo streams.
Admittedly, it is using more
Wait, are we
of my
live?
memory than
Yes,
Discord.
we're live.
I left.
What do you mean? I told you guys I was going live.
I know you were, but I don't know. No one really played it up.
Yeah, I am gonna just have to replace my laptop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, actually, oh yes, because big beefy computer next. But
Fuck, I'm thinking about it because like I went on Google Chrome for 1 second to check my tabs and my CPU went to 100% and I'm like, oh boy,
yep.
Oh boy.
this computer's 5 years old.
I replaced my
okay.
6-year-old
That is something.
computer.
Katawa Shoujo.
It was
Oh wait, that's
definitely
the wrong scene. This is the correct scene. There we go. The stream start screen doesn't actually have to see computers beginning their own space program as an uncommon.
I'm thinking of getting the Lenovo Legion. Any thoughts on that?
I
what?
don't know anything about it.
Wait, what did you say? You said words and they seemed
Lenovo
important.
Which
It's
Legion?
a laptop called the Lenovo Legion. I believe it's the Slim.
The Lenovo. I mean, I built.
The true gamer in me says you should give up and get a desktop.
Fuck you.
Honestly, yeah.
Let me look at this. Just
But
because
if
laptops...
you can only have one and you do play on the go a lot, I guess a laptop is better.
Lenovo Legion.
But the desktop is
Lenovo Legion Slim i7i.
7i. Alright.
Is it
Lenovo
good?
Legion Slim 7i.
We have already
Okay.
gotten distracted.
Let's see. It's got a 3060, 60 hertz, 100. Oh wait.
Legion.
Okay, 144 hertz screen, which is really nice for a laptop. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a
140. What is that even?
Windows 11. That's an L. And a 3.0.
That's an L.
Hey,
Windows
I have
11
it,
is
and you know what?
objectively worse than Windows 10.
Oh, I know.
Actually.
I have no interest in upgrading to Windows 11 after seeing it.
I did it just because.
I don't know about price because I'm too lazy to compare costs right now,
like
but the
maybe
stats
10
are
or
good.
$20 more. Like
on
what's
discount,
wrong
fuck.
with it? Because I should probably know this.
Windows 11 runs slightly slower, has less features, is more intrusive.
Are you kidding?
It's not any big thing. It's just a bunch of little things that add up to give you no reason to
But
upgrade.
why?
Also,
Well,
I
too
just
bad, I guess.
and Tyler complains a lot about Windows 11. Like a lot. I'm trying to look up this PC right now and I can't find the specs.
I found it.
It's fine.
I went
We
to their
probably
website.
should not be.
I'm on their
The only
website.
The only other thing I might
link.
consider getting is an Asus computer called the ROG Zephyrus.
That
Asus
sounds like a dog.
But the one thing I did want to ask about it, if anyone knows, how does an AMD Ryzen 9 card compare to an i7?
AMD
I just need to
Ryzen
scroll
9?
down.
AMD
Here,
Ryzen
I can
9s
actually
are
go
pretty
check
fucking
this.
good.
Because I was
so-
talking with because I work at Best Buy, I was talking with the guy who works for Intel, and he said the newer AMD Ryzen 9 was having some heating issues, but I don't know if this uses the newer one or the older
what
one.
series of
I don't know
Ryzen
about
9
heating
it is?
issues, but I will say that for context, I run an AMD Ryzen 5, and my PC is already good enough for VR. So a 9, heating issues aside, it's really fucking good.
It's an AMD Ryzen 9 6000 series.
6000 series. Let me try it. I think that's more powerful than whatever I have. So, basically, yeah, you're looking pretty good.
Tom's hardware gives you 4 stars.
Is that a good?
Yeah, that's 5.
Okay, then there's a sale on the fucking what's it called on the Lenovo right now, but the hertz on the Zephyrus is like 165.
Oh, it's not
140. It hertz is whatever, especially when it gets that high. In my opinion, like high hertz doesn't matter if your FPS can't match the amount of hertz you have.
The only other thing I wanted to check was the resolution.
Wait.
You can try to run under.
It has a 16-inch screen, so I'm imagining the resolution is better. If it
hits 144 hertz, then it's at least 1080. Ain't no way someone's putting 144 hertz under a 720p laptop.
Oh no, it's going to be like 1920 by 1080p, like almost guaranteed. But I wanted to see if there was any difference between the resolution in them.
Yeah,
because
my
like
computer right now, it's very good.
It looks to be about the same, 1080p. I mean, the first one, the Lenovo, can hit 4K. It said, but that's also at a significantly reduced hertz.
The Zephyrus is QHD, so 2560 by 1440.
I have lost the plot on what the name was. I originally thought it was Referus.
The ideal computer
wow, that sounds like a dog name.
Like
and
a
it's like
helicopter and
Zephyrus.
still becomes a simulation of the surface of the sun.
We got off topic. Let's start.
Yeah.
We can talk about this after, probably.
That was a pretty early sidetrack.
We were like, guys, we're gonna start early tonight, and you know what we did? We talked about laptops, and it was awesome.
It's still only 7:32, and I actually
We
have
were
the first
streaming?
line of
We've been streaming.
We've been
fuck.
streaming
I'm so
for
sorry.
like 10 minutes.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
No, I mean, I forgot, and you know what? That was a pretty insightful laptop conversation for anyone who needed it, so you know.
Why did everyone? I
fine.
literally said out loud.
It's a
that I
Leo
was
And apparently,
stream.
Pumpkin,
This is
I am so
expected.
sorry for wasting your time.
I said out loud that I was streaming.
I was
you were
looking at
like, I'm
things.
starting, and then I kind of interrupted you by leaving, so I wonder if people thought, did we? I don't know if we saw. And sometimes you'll do like a final announcement, like starting in 3, 2, 1. It's kind of this time, like, oh yeah, we're starting. How did I realize y'all were streaming before you?
Because I was talking about laptops. Don't worry about it. We'll talk
Okay.
about this later. I'm sure I'll talk about it.
Purchase
with Ian
decisions
later.
are important, and they can. 100% of my focus. 100%.
All right. My alarm blares into my ears, only to be swiftly silenced by my fist.
Dang.
Sorry, I don't know why, but when I read that line, I imagined him punching himself in the head.
I gotta get the sound out.
My body switches into auto mode, carrying my subconscious self out of the bed and into my uniform.
Wait, what? What did we finish on last time again?
It
we
was
just
just
ended
entered.
literally the first scene of Hanako's route proper.
Oh, okay. Act 1, Scene 1. Got it. Please
Act
continue.
2, Scene 1.
As always, my bottles of pills.
Oh.
Somehow I knew you were going to ask a
Why
question.
did you wait? Like, Murak was waiting for you to
No,
say something.
remember what I've told you guys before. If I don't pick something up right away, it takes 2 seconds for it to get into short, long-term memory, and then I register it. So I didn't think about what you said at first, and then I was like, oh, I did screw it up.
As always,
Anyways, please go.
my bottles of pills sit on my desk patiently, waiting for me to take them and pick out my daily dosage of medicine. 17 pills a day. Before I know it, I'm opening the door to Class 3-3. Glad to see I'm not the only one who seems to be a little hungover from festival week.
You didn't even do anything.
Everyone's face... What? Every face in the classroom looks gaunt. With the festival now over, it's as if everyone's life dreams have been achieved. With nothing left to live for, the students have relied on instinct alone to guide them to class.
Oh, God.
Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it.
Oh,
With
that was an
nothing-
actual line.
Yeah, honestly, with nothing left to live for, it's a festival, man. Calm down. Not everyone's life is as bland as yours.
Oh boy.
I slowly make my way to my seat, and it's only then that I realize why the classroom is so peaceful. The seats besides mine are blissfully empty. The world's loudest interpreter for the deaf has yet to arrive. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Just as I'm about to sit down, the door flies open, revealing a resplendent Misha, drills bobbing from the dramatic entrance and arms stretched toward the sky.
Priest?
Wait, Caprese.
Appreciate.
Yeah, what's
So
up?
such a long time.
You got a line.
We finally have lines.
Just a moment. I'm gaming right now.
Oh God.
This guy has to die. Alright, we'll give him his. In the meantime,
I'm
you guys want to
fucking
go back to
gaming.
talking about laptops?
God damn.
You can take over. Someone take over.
I
Someone
got
take
you, I got
over if
you.
need be.
I'm sorry.
It's all over. You see what happens when you're not here? You have to hear this.
This is your fault.
This is all your fault.
It would appear that not everyone is affected by the post-festival depression.
Oh my god, Hisao. There's like a festival next year, guys. Jesus.
The rest of the class.
They're
there.
graduating this year.
They're graduating
This is
Yeah,
their
Hisao
last
is
year.
17.
Oh,
Third
I
year
thought,
is
I thought
fourth
he
year,
joined
like-
in for the last part of the spring semester, and then he had one final year after that.
Nope.
No,
But I-
the spring semester is the first semester of Japanese high school.
Okay. No, we went through this before as well, and I got the dates mixed up as usual.
The rest of the class glare at her, obviously thinking the same thing I am.
Why are you happy? Don't be happy. That's annoying.
Misha, still frozen in the doorway with her arms still in the air, nervously looks around. What?
I'm still
Pumpkin just
gaming,
asked
it's
how
my
she
turn.
strapped pogo springs into her hair.
There we go.
Drill hair. We love drill hair.
Classic.
We stand drill hair in this chat.
I wouldn't say that, but it's cool.
I mean, it's cool. I don't know if we stand it.
I never. Okay. I was exaggerating, but that's okay.
I know, and I'm joking with you for that.
You all sounded so serious. I thought I did something
Exaggeration.
Yeah,
wrong.
Leo, what's wrong with you? We don't stand this garbage. No, we were just
Mildly
fucking with
amusing,
you.
and that's all.
It seems obvious that... What? God damn it.
She
It's
face
obvious
planted
that-
she'd have her own space program.
Damn. How much bounce do you think those things have?
What's the coefficient of spring on those?
What's the potential energy on those bad boys?
Like a nuclear warhead, just waiting to go off.
If Misha ever dips her ass,
Oh, there it is.
we're all gonna frickin' die.
It's like in one. Never mind. It's obvious that she senses the foul mood, but can't work out exactly what to do.
One Piece.
Suddenly, she jerks forward.
1.1, they create energy. That's a physics joke for you all.
That's actually pretty funny.
Priest, we need you. We need you. All
Alright,
you gotta do
alright.
is say the word "hey" with exclamation mark after it.
Hey, wait. Hold on. I need a moment.
Don't
Hey,
forget.
wait. I need to
Yeah,
reflect.
go again, go again. Again, it's voice acting. You gotta get into it.
I always
Wait,
mute
can I have a
myself
different
and say
line?
like
I need a longer line.
I need a longer line.
Just
No,
say
that's
something
no,
it's
stupid
true.
like wahaha.
Alright.
Yeah,
Hold on.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta say your
I
catchphrase. It's
legitimately
nothing
think
new.
that's a good strategy for getting into character.
Well, I mean, we
like,
just
if
got
those
wahahaha,
characters
so I guess
have-
that's a bingo score.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the script.
Doesn't matter. It was a wahahaha.
Also, is it just me or do Misha's hands look a little weird?
They are doing more than normal.
Yeah,
I
look
think
like-
it's
like
supposed to seem like
clay.
she's signed. Maybe it's supposed to seem like she's signed. I don't know.
Oh, I can see that. I like that.
they're ready for signing or something. It is a little fonks, but
As she stumbles into the classroom, she reveals Shizune, arm still extended from where she shoved Misha.
why? She's an A.
Dot.
Oh right, you've got your lines back.
Thanks for the entertainment, but shouldn't you two take your seats?
Seats are for losers, he's out.
Dot.
Still slightly embarrassed, Misha takes a few seconds to realize she has to translate.
Wait, what happened?
What do you
The
mean?
festival finished,
Oh.
and so everyone's like dead tired.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. She-chan says she's not happy with you ditching us last week.
You ditched.
We did. We
We are
ended
really
up.
busy.
Yeah.
Is that so? What about the stuff I already did for you two?
Dot.
Lily, that traitor.
She says that the only counts for council members. Since you declined, she doesn't owe you anything.
What do you want
And
to
we
say?
don't
The
know
worst
you
physics joke, Pumpkin?
What kind of terms and conditions bullshit is this? Oh god.
Misha jump scare. It's the same as the Neko arc jump scare.
The Neko arc jump scare.
Meow.
Why are you sending me it over Discord, Pumpkin?
Misha leans closer and whispers conspiratorially into my ear.
Actually, I think she's just a little sore that you didn't spend the day with her.
Whose route are we on? What?
Yeah, I know, right?
What kind of line is that?
Shizune is a poison that infects all routes except for Rin, because Rin's mean.
Oh my, that's mean.
I mean, she's mean.
Is she?
Toxic
Hello, man?
bitch. She's more.
She literally came in and like told us that we violated the terms
Hey,
of the
CD's here.
conditions we specifically declined.
Oh, never mind.
She's combative more so than like mean necessarily. I don't know. I haven't done Shizune's route, so I couldn't say for certain.
She's really thankful for your work last week, though.
Sensing that she's being talked about, Shizune lightly wraps her fingers on her desk until Misha turns around to face her. I can't understand any of the fast-paced signing that's going on, but from Shizune's slightly embarrassed expression and Misha's poorly contained laughter, I can guess. While this exchange is happening, the door opens once again, but this time at a much more reasonable pace.
It's Hanako.
That is her name. Hanako quietly
blur it
enters
out.
the room and pulls the door close behind her. Peering out from under her hair, she quickly scans the classroom. Our eyes meet, and she suddenly stiffens. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and then walks over to my desk.
Oh no, Shizune is gonna kill
Good morning, Hisao.
Forgot about that accent.
her. It's so good.
Morning, Hanako. You're a little late, aren't you?
I was talking to Lily about today.
Ah, so you've got our list then? We can leave straight after class in that case.
Oh yeah, we're going shopping for Lily with Hanako. Yeah, sure then.
I'm looking forward to it. Tanoshi.
Oh, frick.
You know what I learned today?
Yes.
So,
No,
There was
I
an
don't.
experiment on cats to see if having part of your cerebellum influences how much you can control your muscles, right? So
Oh
what they
God.
did
Okay.
is they had them drink water. Like regular cats, that was the control group. They just had them drink some water. Then they removed part of their cerebellum and had them drink
Oh
water.
God.
what the fuck?
Yeah, guess what they found out?
What?
It's harder to drink water.
Yeah,
That's.
Damn.
Oh God, that's scary.
believe it or not. Yes.
Wait, what even is your cerebellum?
Believe it or not, having parts of your brain removed affects your functionality.
Googling
as
The
this.
an
cerebellum
What
is
the
the part
frick
of
is
your
the
brain that helps
cerebellum?
maintain. It's the part of your brain that helps maintain balance.
Hmm.
Regulates a wide range of functions. Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, what? Why? Hold on. They were removing the fucking
Yeah.
the cerebellum, right? The
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were
the one that
taking out,
controls your motor functions.
and it made it harder to drink.
No shit. Sorry, it just took me a second. What the fuck? Yeah, if you take off someone's legs, it makes it harder for them to walk. What were they
Hey,
trying to
you talked
prove?
to Emmy about that.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shame Emmy like that. Emmy is very good at walking. Hanako briefly flashes her embarrassed smile at me, then hurries off to her seat.
I would also like to ask Caprisi that, like,
What?
what even was the spark for you bringing that up?
I so I was
I don't think there was one, and that's okay.
there wasn't. No, I was just thinking earlier. Last night I was doing my stats project and I got it done today. And I was
Hell
just
yeah.
thinking about
Yay.
that. And someone did their project on that study.
This is a stats class. How? What?
Yeah, well the stat the
I don't
stats of
Caprisi
Stats.
your
They
reason.
drank water 15%.
Did they remove
less
the
efficiently.
cerebellum, personally?
no, and also this happened in 2011,
Wow.
which when you hear about a test like that, I usually think like, oh yeah, that happened in the 40s.
Yeah, 1960s.
I mean, on one hand, it's like they always do experiments on mice, like or lab rats or whatever. So,
Yeah.
Cats
I
are
mean, they
actually
have to test
but a
on
cat,
animals,
a
but
cat
still,
are
what
actually
the
feel
fuck?
pretty
different, but it
common.
very much does.
That doesn't.
Welcome to the fucked up world of experimentation.
Yep.
To
They
know
have to
knowledge
test on
Testing
animals
science, one
first
dead
for
cat
different
at a
things,
time.
but still, yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna cripple this cat so we can find out if they drink water different.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, guys.
Fuck ass. Whoever designed that experiment should be shot.
Oh, I expected Shizune to turn around and just like beat the crap out of us.
Just roundhouse.
You
Hanako.
talk to Hanako? Roundhouse.
That would make this scene a lot more interesting.
You fully expect to be temp banned for? Oh God! All right, hold up.
What is going
All right,
on?
Pumpkin. I'll
Leo's getting
look at this
banned.
joke.
I don't caprice your reason. It's a good pun, CD.
We have a physics joke from Pumpkin. Here we go. Newton, Einstein,
there's a-
Pascal, and Hawking are playing hide and seek. Einstein has just been found, and it is next round. Okay. He turns his back to the other three and begins counting to 100. Pascal runs off, and Hawking rolls away, but Newton stays still for a few seconds. He takes a piece of chalk out of his pocket, draws a large square around himself, then stands to face Einstein. Einstein reaches 100, turns around, and sees Newton. Newton, why didn't you run? I just found you. Newton replies, no, you haven't found me. You have a Newton over a meter square. You found Pascal.
Boy,
So
that's complicated.
I still don't understand.
Newton over a meter squared. What was that again?
The units
Pascal's
for the unit. A
formula.
Pascal as a unit is a Newton over a meter square. And Newton
good.
drew a meter square box around him on the ground.
So he was on a meter square. Yeah. Oh boy.
That guy doesn't know how to play hide and seek.
That's what Caprese took out of this.
Freaking idiot, doesn't know. I mean, he's not wrong either. That's the thing.
I ain't banning
Freaking
you for
idiot.
that, Pumpkin. I actually thought that was amusing. Anyways,
During
have we read this
class.
line?
During
No.
no.
We were distracted by
let us
Newton.
let us do that real quick.
During classes, it becomes apparent that it's not only the students that are a little despondent after the festival. Uto simply gives us a list of exercises from the textbook and then sits behind his desk. I totally forgot about the brief lunch period for a moment. Such is the banality of the day. It's mind-numbing, and everyone seems surprised when the bell signaled the end of the lessons. As I'm packing up my bags, Shizune and Misha flank and entrap me.
Of course, they did. I was waiting.
You're flanked and entrapped. Say, Hee-chan, it's too late to join up. There's a lot of post-festival paperwork for us to complete.
Sorry, I just imagined like the Team Rocket prepare for trouble, but then Shizune doesn't say anything.
For trouble.
Attack the joke.
For devastation.
It's just quiet. Dang it.
No. Okay, when I make the video for this, I'm gonna get Caprese on and have him read half of the lines for the Team Rocket speech.
You want? I can send you some voice files too. You know.
Yeah. I'll actually edit in
Ain't really nailed
the
these
voice
ones, guys. You gotta
files
hear 'em.
from Jack, but it'll still be completely silent.
You need to actually get the silent voice tracks, put them in, and then take a screenshot of it. Don't worry, guys. The lines aren't missing. They're right here,
They're right here.
and as accurate as ever.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah, please.
Sorry, Misha. I've got plans. As if sensing the cue, Hanako appears behind me, holding a small bag and trying to avoid eye contact with the outside world. Misha's eyes open wide, and then she bursts into laughter.
We don't, Pumpkin. That's our secret.
Yeah. You move fast, don't you, Hee-chan? We won't disturb your date any further. Bwahahaha.
What? Behind the roaring Misha, I see Shizune taking far too little interest in the scene. I might be taking this the wrong way, but I think she's deliberately ignoring me. I feel a gentle tug on my shirt and turn to see Hanako's eyes fixed firmly on the floor.
It's
Gotcha. Shizune, Misha, I'll see you later.
let's make like a tree and fuck off.
Indeed, trees. And I'm still not interested in the council.
What?
He's calling
Caprese.
he's calling Hisao a whole a spoil sport. Really?
Well,
Spoiler
I
sport.
could.
Oh, there
I've
we
never
go.
heard that before.
Really?
Mijune, fuck.
Mishune.
They're just merging into one entity. Misha and Shizune retreat into the hallway, happily signing to each other.
Oh, Pumpkin,
Got all your
you have
stuff?
no idea.
Let's head off. Floods of students pour out of the school gates and onto the road into town. It's a little weird. It's almost a scene from any other high school, but the illusion fades because of the occasional wheelchair or missing limb.
Oh my god.
Implying other high schools don't have people missing limbs? Like, Jesus,
Hold on.
I think most, yeah. Like,
I'm trying to communicate something to Pumpkin, but not you guys.
I'm not
Hold
gonna say
on.
I'm concerned, but I'm a little concerned.
I'm gonna have to send a DM real quick.
God, I don't know what's wrong with me tonight, but Mish is in.
All right, Pumpkin. There you go. The thing that I needed to tell you and not everyone else.
Come on. This is an inside joke we're missing out on.
It's probably spoilers.
It's spoilers. I can't tell you. Like I was trying to foreshadow something, and then I realized it's like what I was trying to spoil is kind of a direct. What I was trying to foreshadow is a direct spoiler.
What I was trying to spoil.
Oops.
You know, like the fact that Shizune dies. It just happens. It's unavoidable. Like,
Of course,
riddance.
yeah, Shizune dies in the
One thing I do notice is that nobody is alone. And as Hanako and I pass through the gates, I notice that she closes the distance between us. Not enough to be considered close, but she certainly isn't at her usual just a little far position. I guess we're not familiar enough for her to get as close as she does with Lily.
No, Hisao. I wonder why. Could it be because you're sometimes mean?
and the fact you've only known each other for a week.
That's probably been more important, so actually.
However, even though she has only moved a little closer to me physically, mentally she seems to have traveled a mile.
Just
Her
give myself
hands-
some ups. Uh-oh.
Wait, which type of mile? Backwards or forwards?
Huh?
Forwards.
What?
I think
Well,
the implication
okay.
was forwards.
That's what I thought too, but then this next line is saying like she seems terrified or something. I don't know, just keep reading.
Her hands clutched around the leather straps of her bag to the point of whitening her knuckles, her head down and her mouth pursed close. She almost looks like she's being walked to the principal's office for the first time. I try to stifle a giggle at the thought, but it is futile. Mubanashi.
Laugh at her face.
What's the matter?
I guess there's no point in hiding it. Sorry. For a second there, it looked like you were getting in trouble.
The fuck do you mean by that?
That's very nondescript, so I appreciate that.
I think you need to relax a little. We're not going too far, and it's only students around, right?
You're
What did you just say?
You
Right.
cut out a little bit.
shit. Right.
There we go.
Remember, all off-brand curse words are canon.
Pumpkin requests a character in this game to be aggressively and jarringly New York Italian.
Shizune was supposed to have like a fucking mobster accent if she ever spoke, but there's a bit of a problem with that.
Well, I think she speaks eventually through sign, and there's like
Yeah.
actual text for it, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
There will be actual text for her once we get into her route, but only once we get into her route.
Yeah, the time will come.
Yeah, but Pumpkin, considering the rate
We'll
we're
have a
going through this
monster one
game,
day.
that's like 3 months away.
Yeah.
It took us, what, 3 months to go through a single route of this game? And we were
It was
playing...
like 12 sessions, wasn't it?
It was 12 sessions, which is about 3 months.
However,
Ugh.
Rins is also very long in comparison to the others.
Is
Is
it?
it?
Not very. It is. I mean, it has way more scenes.
Yeah,
Really?
that doesn't necessarily make it longer, though.
Fair.
Well, it'll keep getting longer if we don't fucking read.
You're right.
It bothers me a little to see Hanako so worked up. And you do this every week, don't you?
Yeah, with Lily.
Of course, with Lily. I wonder, has she ever left the school without her? It doesn't seem like much at first glance, but Hanako's dependence on Lily is absurdly heavy. If she can't even leaving the school without her, how would she have managed to survive if the two had never met? Would she have found someone else to latch on? And what drew her to Lily?
I posted a comparison of the length of the flowcharts, zoomed out enough to avoid spoilers, just in Leo's den.
Oh,
Okay.
In case y'all want a brief look at that.
holy shit.
Yeah. The pink
Oh.
one is Rin's.
Oh dear.
That is somewhat, yeah.
Which one is like a straight line?
That would be
Shizune.
Shizune's.
Wow.
There is a
that
single choice on Shizune's route.
It's kind
There
of
is
funny.
exactly one choice.
I have been spoiled on the exact one choice, and it's funny.
Huh.
What the what?
Pumpkin,
sucks.
I gave you
Well,
mod on
Des.
my server. Why did you put that in the announcements chat?
That's not even. It's wooden shoot. Why?
Hizune's route can't even be considered like part of a game. It's just a book.
It's
To
And
be fair,
basically,
this is all just a book. Like,
It's
Oh,
a
I
book
guess you're right.
with
But
an
you get
ending
to
and then an
choose.
author's note.
I want you to look at how intimidating Rin's route is. There is exactly two choices that matter. Okay, not exactly, but about two choices that matter.
This link just takes me to laptops. Where's it at?
Oh, in Leo's den, it's the other server that has.
Wait,
this
what?
topic.
I see.
He clicked he clicked the laptop link I posted in Empires when we were talking about.
What did you post? Oh.
And it comes back around.
Goes full.
is
Yes,
just a
Roller Clock
laptop.
was definitely important enough to go in my announcements channel on my official Discord server.
Wait, I do have a question.
Not that my yeah.
What's up?
Okay, so the second most right path. Why? There's like 6 options.
So basically,
they all go the same place.
It's this weird thing where you see the 3 reds above it. The choices you make previously affect which 3 questions you can ask Rin at that moment, so it combines, and so you have to pick the right choice. It's like, if you continually be an asshole to her and focus on, like, I don't know how to describe it, but basically there's a moment where you have 3 questions, and the questions you can ask are based on previous choices. So those are the different options of questions you can have based on what you did.
Gotcha. Okay.
Was it her lack of eyesight, or was Lily just kind enough to lend a hand?
What the
I
fuck?
wonder if anyone. What?
No, she's saying that Hanako might have gravitated to her because she.
No.
couldn't see.
Read this again.
Oh.
Was it her lack of eyesight referring to Lily, or was Lily just kind
Oh,
enough to
no,
lend
she
a
isn't-
hand?
Yeah, no. They're
Oh, that's
saying, like,
worse. What?
oh.
Is she
Wait, I don't get
calling
it.
her
So
disturbing?
he's saying, did Lily approach Hanako because she couldn't see the burns?
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, was Lily kind or just ignorant? What? I don't know. Anyway, let's
He's
just
saying
get
that what he's doing is he not being?
He's how ableism moment. Let's just
Yeah,
continue.
it's pretty much that's what it boils down to.
Huh.
By the way, bingo square.
Oh,
I
you're
wonder if
totally
anyone
right.
would have fit the bill.
Hisao, stop being
Oh, we also got ...
idiot.
Well, I'm here. Besides, we're not going far. It'll be over all before you know it. Hanako's knuckles slowly regain their color as she tries to hide a small smile. But the effort of that...
Yeah.
It's just
What?
such a weird detail. Her knuckles slowly regain color.
It's because she, like,
She was clenching
clenched her knuckles so hard they
and then-
became-
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, bitch.
But the effort of that seems to prevent further conversation. We travel, side by side, down the winding road towards town. The crowd of students thins as we continue along the sidewalk. Faster students rush ahead, and the less mobile ones fall behind, purifying the crowd into nothingness. By the time we reach the convenience store, we are practically alone.
Among waifu. Oh.
Oh,
You good?
No.
Meanwhile, the rest of us.
I figure I'm not gonna ask, but I can
Yeah,
figure
no,
what
just
you're talking
press
about.
the button.
Let's
Let's go
not,
on.
Pumpkin. We're not elaborating. We're not elaborating. I categorically refuse to elaborate.
onward.
Using me as a shield between herself and the attendant, Hanako moves to the narrow.
CD. Sorry.
They've been here.
CD's been here for like. 30
I haven't
minutes.
looked at the chat. I've been
Maybe more like
focused
20,
on
but still.
not this. These whiskers isn't going to draw itself.
Did we finish reading this line?
No,
Yeah,
I was
that's my
cut
fault.
off by someone.
Who could that be?
Hanako moves through the narrow aisles, adding an assortment of items to her basket. Bread, milk, tea, thyme?
Time.
That's what I said.
Oh,
What? Wait, I said thyme, didn't I?
you said
It's
thyme.
time.
It is time. The
That's
H is
time?
not
Leo's an herb nerd.
pronounced. That is an herb. It is an herb called thyme, spelled like
Which is
the
a
thing you
herb.
read the clock for.
Huh.
Well, pronounced
Weird.
like the
I had
thing
no
you read
idea.
the clock for, not spelled.
Now, why it's spelled that way?
I can look up
French.
the etymology, but we're gonna get
No.
sidetracked again.
We're going forward.
No.
I am going to eat this time.
It's been an hour and we've said like 15 lines.
It has. No, it's just 30 minutes.
What kind of
Still a lot of
convenience store sells herbs?
I don't think we need to get into the herb versus herb debate.
I think a
today.
good
Oh my
community
God.
store does.
Unless.
Alright,
don't.
everything you say is wrong. Stop speaking. 3 strikes you're out, buddy.
Then again, nothing about this town seems normal, which may not be such a bad thing in retrospect.
No, I'm just confused because I thought herb was the way you say it in Britain. Neither one is like technically correct, but generally speaking, I think the American pronunciation is herb without the
I
H.
think it should be pronounced harb.
Harb.
Why does
And
it
no one
matter?
should question
The
that.
same message will get across.
It doesn't.
It's
I
called
just.
dialect. It exists.
It doesn't matter. I just like thinking about it.
You're an
I'm gonna call
herb.
it herb.
I told you, he's an herb. He's a fudge. He's an herb nerd. Oh my god.
He's a merbler.
How do you actually say it now? I can't remember.
Herb.
Herb.
Nerd?
Harb. All right, we're going with harb, and that's fine.
Herb, I know what we're
Every
doing
single
today.
one of those pronunciations was different.
That was the point.
Herb. I know what we're doing today.
Herb, I know what we're.
Oh no. Alright, I read the line.
Move it on.
Everything is so different and uncomfortable. Dwelling on such matters isn't really an option.
Cooking with herbs? Ew.
Hideous and herb.
Why would anyone ever do that, guys?
When I think about that, it reminds me of Hanako. I only cook with salt.
Oh.
No matter.
Your secret herb blend, Hisao. It's salt.
Fucking reminds me of a comic I saw. Ah, this tea is delicious. What is it? Oh, I just boiled Gatorade. If I can find it, I'll post it later. No matter how much you try, you can't escape her scars. They still interrupt my train of thought when I see them.
God, Hisao. I literally forgot.
Touch grass.
You're on all over again. Let's not get into Diarahan issue.
Touch grass.
As much as I don't want to admit it to myself, I think I'm forcing myself to try and ignore them.
You and no one else.
Not that I'm scar-free myself. The jagged line down my sternum will never completely fade away.
Not the same. Oh wait. Never mind. It's similar. Hold on.
It's
I
a
wasn't
scar.
paying- I
It's,
wasn't paying
it's a
attention
physical scar.
Yeah. I thought. Never. Ignore me.
Just add it to the list of things that make him similar to Tonoshiki.
Tonoshiki. No.
No, no.
Okay, Google.
Hey,
Tonoshiki. Oh, the Tsukihime guy.
Yes, there have been a shocking amount of similarities.
Except
I just have the
actually like
luxury of being able
Tonoshiki.
to...
Except this game has a distinct lack of Neko arc.
True.
To be fair, so does Tsukihime. The only time you
Does it?
see Neko Hark are in the Teach Me Shell Senpai lessons that occur when you get a bad ending.
Well, that's... Oh. Well,
I
yes,
mean,
that is a
that's
distinct
one-to-one.
lack, but at least there's like...
I mean, Tsukihime kind of sets the precedent for all appearances of Neko Arc, so I think
I
this
was
is
gonna
still
say,
definitely
like,
losing.
This is still losing.
It's not enough, but at
Alright,
least it's clear
it
about
ain't
when
losing anymore.
Oh, fuck.
What?
There's a
Alright.
picture of Neko Arc on the stream.
Aha! Wait, I must see. Yes!
I just
Alright.
have the luxury of being able to hide it easily.
Not gonna ask.
But, in a way, both of our scars remind me that we're all in this place for a reason. Hanako throws one last item into her basket, then sheepishly holds it out to me, along with a few banknotes. Banknotes?
This poor child.
No. Actually, sure. Who wants to? Pumpkin, you can put that in. You can put that in Leo's den if you want.
Thank
Before
Fuck.
you vote.
Me? No! God, I just watched a video about why that's stupid.
Did we say this line?
Yes.
No.
Wait.
Yeah.
What? We
I
just...
said it. I said it.
Go,
I
go,
said
go.
the line. No one heard me.
Go, go!
Oh, sorry. It takes me a second to understand what she's trying to say. Oh, you want me to pay for this? She nods, but doesn't look up.
This poor child.
I guess this task falls to Lily on the usual occasions. Sure, let me just grab a couple things. Hastily, I grab a few essential items for myself and head for the counter with Hanako close in tow. The attendant gives me an indifferent nod as he scans the items. I suppose just ignoring us is one way to deal with the anomalies of Yamaku. They must get a lot of students here, being the closest store to the school.
Is there...
The staff must all have their own way of dealing with us. Or maybe they don't. Maybe it's only me who thinks twice about my unique schoolmates.
Hisao?
Is he
Maybe.
finally
be
becoming
ableist?
self-aware?
You're progressing. Just stop slowly.
Our transaction complete, Hanako and I head back out into the street. The road is pretty much abandoned now. The students that were heading out have already left, and nobody has started returning just yet. And
Sorry, wait, I don't
Which
want to
track?
interrupt, but I just thought it was funny that I thought it would be funny if like somewhat like a kid at the school that like what their disability or whatever is just the fact that they're just a baby.
Stunted growth in every regards. They're like technically 16, but just straight up like a 8-month-old.
They're like, sure, throw him at Yamaku. I don't know.
Do you have permission to do a history rant? You do, but I'm probably not going to react to it. I will edit it into the video, though.
there doesn't seem to be anyone else around. Except for that one baby.
What's he doing here? I never got that.
The emptiness, minus the baby, certainly reflects on Hanako. Her arms by her sides, each carrying a bag, her head no longer bowed, and back to the upright position. She must have bad posture. It's almost as if she was enjoying this walk. Hard to believe when she's with me. So, why all these weird things? Mixed spice? Why would you need that in school?
He might cook.
Ah.
one of these.
Sometimes like to make food.
I couldn't tell. Well, yeah, so do I, but spices? That's a little more advanced, don't you think?
Oh my god. It's not.
just
alright.
sounds so dumb. Spices? Are you sure that's
Why
too
does
much?
why does everything he
Salt is
says to
plenty.
Hanako sound so condescending?
As it is.
I mean, yeah, he's got a point.
Spices are advanced compared to throwing shit in a pan and turning the heat up. Well, I
I
think
do
it's
both.
cool. You'll have to teach me one day.
Sure.
She doesn't seem all that sure, but pushing the point doesn't seem all that wise. At the very least, she seems a great deal happier than she did on the walk down here. That alone makes me a little happier.
Really? I thought you were avoiding
What?
What?
Void?
A void of happiness.
Oh, okay.
Or just void of happiness.
Devoid of happiness.
We're just void.
Just void.
He's just a black hole
He is just the
of ableism.
They replaced my heart with dark energy.
Dark elixir.
And yet I still have arrhythmia.
Damn, bro. Outside the girls' dorm, Hanako and I sort out the grocery bags with our respective purchases. In comparison, my things look positively plain.
Maybe that's
I tell you,
reflecting you, Hisao.
you're putting me to shame here.
No, I'm not. I just.
I'm only joking. I have a stack of homework that I skipped last week, so I must leave now. Will you be alright getting to your room?
Yeah.
Sure? That's a weird way of putting that. Okay then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one of you.
We part ways and I return to my room. Piles of paper sit upon my desk, begging to be completed. With the entire ruckus of last week, I've barely had any time to catch up. I tried to keep...
Sorry, I need to just shut up.
I tried to keep up with my studies while I was in the hospital, but some of this stuff I've never seen before, even back in my old school. Totally unprepared, I pop the top off a can of drink and get to work.
A can of... What?
And of legally distinct soda.
It's White Monster.
We got through one scene.
Whoa!
Has it been an hour?
Hour 15, baby.
Sweet.
Let's go.
Hour 15.
The days are really starting to heat
My
up.
recording has only been going for 51 minutes.
I count when we enter the call.
Oh, okay.
7 o'clock.
The days are... Oh, okay. This morning, I awoke covered in sweat. By the time the student body starts leaving their dorms for breakfast and morning duties, the sun has taken full effect. Oddly, that puts me in high spirits. It's not even 8, yet I feel that this day is going to be one of those pleasant, tranquil, warm ones.
You said you woke up covered in sweat. What?
You don't do that. Like on a summer day
but
when
I
it's
don't
hot as shit.
be like, pleasant day.
I have the
I feel
advantage
terrible,
of
man.
sleeping in the basement, so it's still pretty cold down there.
Okay. If I weren't at school that considered absence... Oh, for fuck's sake. If I weren't at school that considered every absence from a class as a sign of life-threatening situation, I'd consider skipping the whole day and just relaxing in the school gardens.
Really? I
Yes.
really feel like people at this school have no qualms about skipping all of the time.
Some of them, but...
If it's
I guess for
with his
Hisao
condition.
specifically, it
Yeah.
might
If
be
Rin
worse.
skips, no one cares.
Because
If
as far as
Hisao
we know,
skips,
Hanako doesn't
it's
have a
part of his
life-threatening
condition.
condition.
It is literally.
Yes, today will be a genuinely lazy day. For a second, I stop in mid-stretch and consider the nurse's warnings about exercise. Maybe I should have kept up those morning jogs. Running with someone like Emmy might have been a little testing, but if I worked at my own pace... who am I kidding? I can stick to something like that without some kind of motivation. Hint, hint.
Staying alive.
Why? Can I point out that this route is like really telling us to go back and do the other routes instead?
It is.
Like, like way more than Rin's. It's kind of
why'd
funny.
you pick Hanako?
Yeah. Like, man, Shizen is longing for you. You know, Emmy would have helped to get your heart in better condition.
What are you doing here, man?
Making you regret your choices.
I
The
wonder,
walk
if
to
that,
and
I
from the-
wonder if that was an artistic choice or...
I doubt it somehow. It's not like I sit around all day. The walk to and from the convenience store counts as exercise, right? Especially the walk back up the hill. Yeah, it's no big deal. Compared to months lying in a hospital bed, I'm getting plenty of exercise.
Okay, real quick, is it just me, or does Hisao seem stupider in this route?
He does.
Okay,
It really
good.
does.
It's because he actually has to speak and think instead of sit in silence.
No, you have a point. That actually could be it.
Hisao has
Talk
to.
to me, lets the stupid out.
Well, to be fair though, he does plenty of narrating in Rune's Root.
True, but it's more so like him talking about the fact he's not thinking of anything.
No, good
Yeah.
point. Rin empties his thoughts, and this actually makes him better.
Smart.
Dead ass.
Honestly, yeah. It seems that I'm not alone in my appreciation of the day. Nearly every member of the class is glancing through the window and into the tantalizing sky. Even the steadfast Shizune seems to lack her usual vigor for schoolwork. Misha, as brazen as ever, has even unbuttoned the top buttons of her shirt and is fanning herself with a notebook. I must have been staring as she's now sticking her tongue out at me.
Yeah, he's definitely stupider.
However, she shows no sign of halting her efforts, nor is she trying to hide the fact. The lunch bell seems to catch everyone by surprise, and the class empties at a much slower pace than usual.
You know, and I'm gonna keep this brief, but replaying this game, for some reason, I used to think the game, like when I first played it, I thought the game was like solid all the way through, but replaying it, I have sort of shifted to liking the earlier parts less and the later parts more than I did before.
Like a
The more
roguelike.
you delve into the characters, and the more Hisao is not himself.
The first act, the first act and the beginning of the routes feel like small talk. Just small talk for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Doesn't help
like
we're
one
making
guy
small
wrote
talk
that,
over
and
the
he was
small
just
talk.
not doing well.
Well, I
He
mean,
does not.
part of what helps is just how much faster I read through stuff like that, and so when I'm reading it by myself, those small talk interactions seem like quick and snappy and charming. But if it is done at a slower pace, I think it's a little. So I don't know though. Maybe
At the casual rate of one sentence every hour, yes, it probably would seem slower.
I mean, that's kind of an issue though when you think about it with certain light novels specifically, because light novels are generally known for like quicker, snappier, witty dialogue, and it doesn't translate very well in anime because you just have to take longer to say things. So, I'm trying to figure. Basically, what I'm saying, I'm trying to figure out if. Oh, are you heading back? See you, pumpkin.
Hi, Pumpkin.
I'm trying to figure out if the fact that I'm liking the earlier parts less is a result of me just noticing more flaws in the writing, or if it's due to the format in which we're playing it. And don't get me wrong, I don't think the way we're playing it's bad, because I do genuinely have fun with these sessions. I'm trying to figure out if it's us.
It's probably a bit of both.
Perhaps, yeah.
Anyway, I've read this line.
I spelled pretty with 2 E's. Just
Pretty. The heat seems to be draining the need to rush from everyone. Well, almost everyone.
Hisao.
Hey there, Hanako. What can I do for you today? Hanako already has a lunch bag in hand. I don't have to be a detective to work out where this is going.
You like to have lunch with us again? I brought enough for everyone.
Awesome. You don't have to be so stiff about it, though.
Right.
Says the cardboard box.
Hisao is the human equivalent of a traffic cone.
Of a 2x4.
Human equivalent of a traffic cone.
He's just kind of in the way. I take it we're going to the tea room. By the way, Whiskers, if you ever draw a thumbnail with Hisao in it, he has to have a traffic cone head.
Yeah, good
He's
idea.
now mandated.
I should just add that to a thumbnail, like a overturned traffic cone in the bottom corner.
Please. Lily said she'll meet us in there, so we should.
Should.
Skedaddle.
should go ahead together.
Sounds like a plan. This heat has made me pretty hungry.
Is that actually what heat does?
No.
Like, wouldn't you burn more calories if it was cold and then be hungrier?
That's
think
not right either.
Hisao is not human, and we
Is
should
it not? Oh, well, okay, that's... Kane has a point as well. But, like, if it's colder, don't you need to burn more ATP or whatever to stay alive? Or to
I
stay
guess.
at the right temperature?
Not
If you're
enough to make a
shivering
difference.
constantly. But, yeah, it's not a lot of energy.
Only in extreme heats would that actually make a difference.
Colds or heat? I guess both, because if you...
When I say heats,
Yeah.
I'm referring to, like...
because
Extreme temperature.
Okay, fair enough.
Temperature.
But I mean, it's all just when you take, like...
It is heat, we know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, we're just...
That came off a lot harsher than I intended it to.
I would just rather.
Hisao is getting to us. His spite is rubbing off.
I would rather read this visual novel I enjoy than learning shit I learned in 7th grade.
As usual, the aura of the tea room is refreshing, feeling isolated from the rest of the world. Then again, the usual din of the school seems to be a bit subdued, most likely from laziness promoted by heat exhaustion. Hanako slowly spreads her food on the table, intently focusing on every little movement, as if she's trying to keep her mind off of other thoughts. I don't know, that's a very strange line. It's not much, but I can tell from her demeanor that she has preferred everything with utmost care.
You cat suck.
I guess Lily isn't here yet. Should we start without her?
She'll be here soon.
Hanako struggles with the lid of the container of rice. Here, let me help with that.
Sorry, didn't mean to do
Okay.
that.
I take the container from Hanako's hands and try to force open the lid. What kind of lid is this? Try as I might, it seems wedged shut.
Why do I get a bad feeling?
Let me guess. Did you put this in while the rice was still hot?
I hate this guy.
You can tell that much, but you don't know what spices are.
Paprika? Not in my life.
Yeah, I was in a rush.
I put the container on the table between us.
I'm gonna take a hammer to the container and then to Hisao's forehead.
I thought so. It looks like this is wedged shut. We'll need some hot water to get it open.
Can you find the hot water, Hanako?
But that could be a pain in here. We'd get water everywhere.
Hisao would treat someone like a fucking 8-year-old.
He's like Dora the Explorer, but
He is.
Hell.
He's explaining everything he's doing like Hanako doesn't know what a container of rice is.
I don't understand because I don't remember the Hisao's dialogue being this bad.
I mean, at one point, some of
It
us
is-
actually enjoyed SAO.
I genuinely, like, I hope it gets better, not just to improve our experience, but to prove to myself that I was actually right to enjoy this route.
I mean,
I will
the
say-
actual part that focuses on Hanako so far has been good. Hisao, again, is just a traffic
But
cone.
everything's tinted through Hisao's lens.
But like also, Marak is doing a very good job of playing into the worst parts
Yeah.
of Hisao.
It's funnier
Maybe
that
I
way.
was just ignoring them. Oh god, I have to start speaking in a British accent again. Well, in that case, how about I contribute to today's meal?
I brought a boiling kettle of water.
So, I don't know why, but when you said that, the first thing I thought of was Shoto Todoroki, and then I looked over at Hanako and I was like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! I realized you Totoro.
I don't,
At the
you
door,
probably
Lily
didn't get that,
smiles.
CD, but just look up Todoroki and you'll understand.
At the door, Lily smiles while holding up a bag stocked with various buns and bread rolls. I can't help but do... What?
Smile.
Do the same.
I can't help but hold up my
produces
bread.
rolls out of nothing.
It was referring to the first part of that sentence, not the second half. There's a word for that they taught me in an AP
what?
language, but I forgot it. Since Since you two had a since you two had a change of plans because of me, thought I would bring a little something.
Thanks, Lily. Here, let me get that for you.
Oh, for a second I thought he was being condescending, but then I realized that would actually be helpful.
Yeah, she doesn't... I'm
Yeah,
sure she can figure out where the table is,
Look,
but she might put it in something else.
Is so stupid. He makes other people... He makes the blind student look like they have 20/20 vision.
True
That did not come out as well as I hoped, but...
I get what you mean.
With a little guidance, Lily's bread assortment joins Hanako's riceless platter. I hastily make some tea to complete the picture. Well, I'm looking forward to this. As I take a bite, I notice Hanako trying her hardest to not look like she's looking at me. It's nothing special, but then again, I can't really complain. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cooking for myself. Not bad. I guess this is made with the stuff you bought yesterday.
Yeah.
Hanako's eyes shout at me, begging for some kind of feedback. Well, it was clearly worth it. Thanks, Hanako.
I wanted to show you this after yesterday.
It's okay. I was just a little surprised at the stuff you were buying.
Hanako's always liked to experiment when it comes to food. I think it's good. Most of the time.
While Lily's smile doesn't waver, the slight change in her tone tells me that things have not gone so well in the past. And it's not like Hanako has many people to sample her cooking. Hang on. Was Lily waiting for me to go first? She didn't start eating until after I said it was alright. Her cheeky grin tells me this was a deliberate action on her part. I'll have to try and work out how to get one over her in the future, to make up for this. Well, it's good, and that's all that counts, right?
Right.
Lily, satisfied at not being...
Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that.
And not being the first to sample Hanako's creation, begins to consume the food in front of her. I find myself staring as I watch her chopsticks gently touch the plate, their tips delicately poking and tracing to quickly ascertain the positions of food as she dexterously picks them up. One might think she were a child playing with her food if not for the situation, though she does it with such care and thoughtlessness. That's...
Wait.
What?
I think they meant thoughtfulness, but when it comes to Hisao, you can never be sure.
That it's obvious this is simply how she eats this kind of meal.
Maybe they're trying to say she's like, it's like an automatic process and she's not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That word choice isn't great, though.
But that would be the wrong word to use if that's what they wanted to say.
Yeah.
Not wanting to miss out, I start filling myself up. Hanako takes a different approach, waiting until Lily and I have our hands clear before quickly snatching up her share. Before long, the containers are empty, save for the still shut rice container.
Thank you, Hanako. That was filling.
Thank you for the bread.
Yeah, it would have been a disaster if not for that.
Oh my god.
You're both quite welcome. But now, I must be getting back. It's far too easy to be late after eating here.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think we'll just clean up here and then head off.
Well then, good day.
Lily leaves, her cane tapping away down the quiet hallway. Hanako and I quickly pack our things and stay seated waiting for the bell. Together we stare out the window and into the endless azure sky. If it weren't for the pealing of the bells, I would have sworn that time had stopped. The urge to skip classes rises in my gut. I shoot a glance at Hanako, who shows no signs of moving either.
Not just yet.
The interval between the warning bells and the end of lunch bells passes in the blink of an eye. We really should go. People will freak out and start a search party if we skip.
I don't feel like this was a plot point in the other route, but carry on.
Hanako sighs.
You're at.
Slowly, she rises to her feet, and I follow suit. Silently, we make our way up the old stairs to the 3rd floor, and then to our classroom. At the door, I
Hey,
take
bingo.
What?
Sorry, the painting.
Oh.
Fuck ugly painting.
Julius Kaiser-looking ass.
Alright, it was a painting.
Are you a Legionate, Marak?
Am I a what?
Kaiser? Are you a
I said it
Legionate?
wrong on purpose.
Okay.
Wait, who is
In-
Julius?
In
Oh.
Fallout New Vegas, there's a villain also called Caesar, except people who respect him call him Kaiser. And so that's the whole thing, is you can find spies based on whether they say Caesar or Kaiser.
What? Wait. What is
Fallout-
it actually?
I
The
really wanna
original
get Fallout
guy,
New
what is he
Vegas
supposed
for-
to be called?
Julius Caesar?
Caesar.
Oh, okay. Kaiser. Alright.
I really want to get Fallout New Vegas on my PS4, but I have no idea where to get it.
I mean, yeah.
On the... Well, I don't know.
I'm sorry we're late, teacher.
That did not work, but
I am greeted not by stern words, nor by an angered instruction to take my seat, but simply the silence created by 15 or so students trying not to laugh. Muto, ever tardy, has yet to arrive. However, the fact that Hanako and I have arrived together is blatantly obvious.
Priests, we need your supreme power.
I don't have the strength.
Where's Priest? Did Priest leave?
My God.
Wait.
No, he made a noise.
No,
His
he
mic
made a
picked
noise.
up for half a second.
Make that about 14 students trying and 1 student failing.
Ah, the lover's return. Wah!
Okay, there we go. Your mic could not pick up the laughing. It was just like a shred of noise.
Yeah, thanks. You can calm down now. I step through the door and realize that Hanako is firmly pressed against my back, hiding herself from the class. With my steps coming closer to my desk, she eventually breaks from me and stiffly walks to her own. Her efforts to mentally block everyone's presence from her mind are written fairly clearly on her face. Quickly checking the door for any signs of the teacher's arrival, I make a trip to Hanako's desk and whisper in her ear.
That's a mistake.
Don't worry about Misha. She's always like this. I enjoyed myself today. Don't sweat it, okay? What? What's up?
No, I'm just
They're
trying
not
to.
happy.
I'm trying to remember if this is a scene I'm thinking of or not, and I don't think it is, but we'll see.
Is there an important scene where we need a Neko arc this crap?
No.
Yeah,
That would be
That would
very
be
weird.
very
spot.
weird.
Neko nuke.
No, there are actually very few scenes in this route where we're gonna need Neko arc.
Sweet.
Wait.
Like,
yeah,
Almost like the main
Honestly,
character hates being seen.
Honestly, even like the scenes preceding the 1H scene in this route are like not very explicit and kind of plot important. So
I could see why.
we probably don't even need a censor for them, to be honest. And
Hanako not... Oh.
On one hand, no Neko arc. On the other hand, thank God.
Hanako nods her head behind her folded arms, but still doesn't show her face. I yearn to stay and console her more, but Muto picks this exact moment to enter the class halfway through his lecture, as if he started it in the hallway.
Wait, did he?
Leo?
wait, am I doing Muto now?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm narrator.
I forgot. I totally forgot.
That's fair. Muta's not spoken much.
Which, of course, is directly proportional to the charge, but inversely proportional to the square of the distance.
What the fuck?
Did you not like
He's
my
so
voice?
engrossed in his... No, not that. Like, why? Why did he start talking, like, before he entered the class?
Acted like he was never late, I guess.
He started talking at the time the bell rang, but didn't make it till class.
They
was
put
just now.
like speakers on the teachers to make sure they're actually teaching, but not GPS trackers. So he just as long
That
as
would be weird. All of this is very weird. He's so engrossed in his speech that he doesn't even notice me sneaking back into my seat from Hanako's desk. While Muto's spiel rambles on, Misha leans over to me.
What?
Teacher may not have noticed your tardiness, but I did.
That much is obvious from the show you just put on.
I have been instructed to let you off the hook for today, but only on one condition.
Oh, and what would that be?
You have to help us this afternoon.
I crane my neck to look over Misha's shoulder. Shizune is conveniently not making eye contact with me. Fine, just for today.
Okay, the quality of the dialogue in this route is like
A roller coaster.
I know, cause like this past scene I've actually very enjoyed a lot. I've very much like basically from the moment when they were like Lily was using Hisao as a guinea pig.
Yeah.
The dialogue from that moment forward was back up to standard.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just
Exactly.
takes these like sudden roller coaster dips right to the
Yeah.
bottom of Tartarus.
Rin's was just whoever wrote Rin really
Hit it up on all regards.
Good job, guys, on Rin.
I can't find who actually wrote it. I only know who wrote Lily's rap because he's the only one who fucking advertises himself as such.
No.
I wrote Lily's rap.
I mean, I'd hope it'd be good in that case.
It's apparent. I'm avoiding spoilers, but I've heard a lot of people. It seems the majority of people believe Lily's is the best route.
I've actually heard a lot say it's if you ask someone which is the best route, the answer is almost always going to be either Lily or Hanako.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Rin?
Not Rin?
No.
I'm also willing to
Rin
bet a
might
lot of
There's like
people.
better.
Rin has this like Rin has like a cult following. There's like a few
Those
very
who like
vocal
it love
people
it.
who really love Rin's route.
Like Kane.
Like,
Yeah!
I mean,
we have one such
I'm on
person in
Kane's
chat
side.
with us
Rin's
today.
route was really good.
It was, and I do like Rin a lot. I'm not disagreeing with him, not by any measure. But
Yeah,
I'm
no,
interested
I
to
get what
see why people think that Lily or Hanako is better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which ones have you done, Marok?
What?
He's done Emmy
which
and
route
Rin.
have you
Just
done?
fuck. Rin and Emmy.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get farther than that.
For some reason, I thought you had completed the whole game. So
Nope.
that makes more sense.
I've already told you I'm not joining the council, remember?
Priest.
Caprice.
Of course. Doing so could be considered.
She looks down at her notebook, obviously looking for a place in her script.
Under duress and hence would be against regulations.
How very strange of you to be considerate of the regulations now.
Things should be done by the book. It's just that the book hasn't been written for every situation, so there are times when it can be ignored.
And yet, you two wonder why no one else wants to be in the student council.
She just leaves.
Gone.
After poking her tongue out at me, Misha returns to her workbook and we battle our way through the latter half of the school day. Oh, Jesus.
Jump scare.
Help!
Oh,
They're just dragging me away.
Hanako, please.
Before I can even stand up, Misha and Shizune have placed their hands on both my shoulders. Hey, I said I'd help out. Damn.
This is just insurance. Hisao insurance.
They just
Wait.
put like a dog collar on it.
I think you misread the commas there.
I did, and we're moving forward.
H-Hisao.
You know my name. Hanako timidly tries to leave the classroom by circling around us, and I suddenly realize that this may be my one chance to escape. Oh, hey, Hanako, what's up?
Dot.
Hey, what makes you think you've got time to chat?
Oh, relax. This won't take long. Sorry, Hanako, you were saying?
Sorry, Hanako, you were saying
I
we
was
needed to
going
chat
to
for
the.
that. Sorry, God, I need to just stop.
You're good. I was going to the library and I thought.
Hanako's thumbs dance around each other and her eyes flit around the room, looking everywhere but at us.
Sorry, Hanako, but Hisao has to come with us. He's got work to do. ... Oh, but you can help too if you'd like. So how about it, Hisao?
Oh, now I know where we are in this route.
Uh-oh.
This is such a horrible decision because
Yeah.
I know that Hanako would probably... in order to be with Hanako, I think it'd probably be I've done enough work for the council already. But
Yeah, on
polite
one
me is
hand, they
thinking, what do you
dragged us
think,
into
Hanako?
this. On the other hand, I don't want to feel Shizune's wrath.
Yeah.
I'm just worried that one day I'm gonna wake up with a Misha-shaped drill into my chest.
Drill?
Yeah,
Drill,
like her
look
hair.
at her
Like
hair.
her hair.
thingies.
Oh,
Drill
okay,
words.
gotcha.
Actually, that's kind of the result of this choice is rather interesting.
I mean, on one hand, maybe we can get Hanako to be more outgoing if she comes with. So,
Do we want to do a stupid Discord poll?
I mean, I'm
Sure.
always down for a stupid Discord poll.
I'll click whichever emote's the funniest. I don't care about either choice.
Okay, wait, real quick. Will this put us on the bad ending at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
Generally,
I
like
will
again,
tell you. Okay, I'll tell you mechanically what this choice does. It quite literally will see one scene or a different scene.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't actually affect later parts of the route, but you will see different scenes depending on what you pick.
how much do we want to hear Misha's wonderful voice? That's the choice.
Wait a minute. This changes it.
They're in Leo's den.
Do we add reactions?
That's a good one.
Please.
Yeah.
Wait. I put it on the wrong one.
All right.
How
So
do
this
I
if we
add a reaction?
I will vote for.
what?
What is?
Rock, why'd you put person walking away on the one that's not walking?
Wait,
I'm trying to look for.
Don't worry about it.
It's behind.
The fuck is that? What the hell? Who's voting?
What?
I'm just adding random emojis to say.
Why? Oh my god.
What? Eh?
It was Kane.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
I
have
deleted mine.
Okay, what do you think Hanako appears?
Why
to
are
be
you
using?
unreacting? What? Huh? How did I do that? What?
Oh, I just click it again.
What the fuck? No. It like I deleted my reactions and then my computer automatically added them back without me touching anything, and I was confused.
What? Okay then.
What do you say, Hanako? If we all help, it shouldn't take too long at all. Hanako's fidgeting answers my question before she can even form the words.
I really need to go.
Well, this was to be expected. Looks like it's just me and the council girls again. It's easier to resign myself to another afternoon's work in small office council. What? Sorry, I just fucked that up. In the small council office.
Well, that did not go as planned.
Did we fuck up, Leo?
No, he said the difference is we just do one scene or the other. It doesn't affect.
Basically, we stuck ourselves with Shizune and Misha.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, but
Cool.
the scenes that I
Sometimes.
thought should occur are switched for some reason.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Alrighty, man.
Hey! The farewells are over. It's work time.
It's time for indentured servitude.
Frog March.
Misha and
favorite.
Shizune Frog march me to the student council office, never once letting go of my shoulder.
Oh, Frog March. Force
No, I
someone
know.
to walk forward by holding and pinning their arms from behind.
I know, but it was funnier to say Shizune frog.
What?
It was,
Oh my
but I
God.
wanted to know what it was, so I figured I'd read it out loud in case someone didn't know.
Oh, okay, good. I feel a little bad for ditching Hanako like this, but if this is the price of getting Nisha off her back, so be it. So then, what are we up to today?
Debrief.
Huh? Isn't that supposed to happen after something?
Yep. We have to collate all of the information from the festival so that Shichan can debrief the teachers.
Shizune drops a large pile of paperwork on the desk in front of me and smiles succinctly.
Wait, I need to Google that word real quick.
You need to sort those out into 2 piles.
Are you alright, Breeze?
I could not read.
Oh, okay. You got a little shaky there for a second and I was worried.
I got the words all mixed up. And so I was not confident in what I was saying. Anyway.
Good.
1 for financial stuff like receipts, 1 for feedback, 1 for positive feedback, maybe 1 for things that look like they could be problems next year, 1 for problems that probably won't be able to be fixed.
You said 2 stacks.
Yeah.
That's a few more than 2 piles.
Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, I thought it would be only 2 piles. My bad.
Right, while I'm doing this, what will you two be doing?
Spa. Well, we missed lunch because we were collecting all of these reports. So we're going to go get some food.
I wasn't wrong.
Why didn't you just sort them out while you were collecting them? Thankfully, my self-defense mechanism kicks in and prevents me from opening my mouth and further worsening my situation.
And I wish it kicked in more often.
To be fair, most of the horrible things he says, he only thinks about saying.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I guess
he would,
everyone has
actually.
bad thoughts, but
What was that?
My best impersonation of Misha saying, eh?
It sounded like a frog.
Eh? Was that fair?
Dot, dot, dot.
I was fretting over the unfair distribution of work so much that I didn't notice that Shizune had kept on signing. If it weren't for Misha's outburst, I probably wouldn't have noticed at all.
Okay.
Shizune seems to be delivering a fairly long string of commands to Misha, and none of them look to be pleasant. Reaching a conclusion, Misha signs briefly back to Shizune and then sits down at the desk next to me. Shizune waves to the both of us before disappearing out the door. What was that all about?
Shichan was worried that you'd get it all wrong unless you were supervised.
and so she put Misha in charge.
And since she can't tell how you are and since she can't tell how you're messing things up, she's
Tell
making
you
me
how you're
stay.
messing things up.
And since she can't tell you how you are messing things up, she's making me stay. Aw, bummer. I wanted to go with Shichan.
Really struggled
They
to
don't
get that
actually
one
want
out.
Hisao, they want a work
Yeah.
meal.
There's a line like that every once in a while, and it's like, okay.
But she's going to bring us back some food.
Tilda.
How good is that?
You know, comparatively, you are the better of the two, so I see this as an absolute win.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
I would much rather be alone in a room with Misha than alone in a room with Shizune.
No, there's something evil behind
Very
those
true.
eyes, man.
Like, it's an enjoyable evil. Like, if she killed me, I'd be alright with it.
Yeah, I'd be laughing.
If she's an
So would she.
What are we playing, Higurashi?
All of a sudden, her drill starts slowly rotating, and she gets closer and closer.
Mm. Me.
Oh yeah,
Misha's
CD
flippancy is
just
out of this
mentioned
world.
something. This is
What?
the first time we'll ever just talk to Misha.
That happens a lot more in Shizune's route because it's a lot more relevant, but, you know, it happens a couple times, in other words.
This might actually be part of it.
Misha's flippancy is out of this world. from down in the dumps to on top of the world over some calories. It's hard to imagine how anyone could operate at that level. Well, it could have been worse. So, what are we supposed to be doing?
Elation.
Wait, didn't she just explain?
I gathered that.
Well, let's just start making piles. We'll work out what the piles mean later.
That's not how it works, I think.
Right.
Like Wally.
We start to separate all the
I
papers
watch
into...
Pixar, so it's fine.
Misha would watch Pixar, even in Japan.
Would.
We start to separate all the papers into increasingly complex piles.
The biggest Cars fan.
At first, it's just simple categories. Financial, feedback, incident reports. Incident reports?
Oh,
We're not an insurance company. What the fuck happened?
Like fucking someone tripped and fell.
Off a roof.
Student. Yeah.
The noodles were too hot.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
boy.
Oh my
That
god, I
would've-
forgot.
Hold on, I just realized something. How fucked up would the festival been if someone just died
Yeah,
during the
good
middle
point.
of the night?
Like, everyone was depressed after the week when no one died. School's getting canceled.
Kenji
Aw,
would be
man,
expelled
no one
probably
died.
and also possibly arrested.
Genji would go on the run. What are you talking about?
Actually, yes, that's a good point. He'd hear, like, the police
God,
at his
that...
door and he'd
I
jump
don't know
up
why,
and
but the scene of, like, Misha and Shizune seeing Hisao's dead body, like, is not a pleasant imagery.
I don't think anyone's seeing any dead bodies.
Yeah.
No, not like that, but just like a... I don't know.
It would
Bad-
be weird.
No,
Bad,
yeah. it's-
intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, no.
And then
Moving on.
This is hopeless.
Huh? Why? We're doing what we're doing what we were told, right?
Yes, but it looks like we're just making a mess.
No, I think we got a lot done. Shi-chan will be able to work out the rest from here. So I think we can stop about here then.
Like a third way through the pile.
It's
Yeah,
almost as
that's
if
good.
Misha's common sense left the room with Shizune. Still, there's no point in arguing.
Anyway, what's the deal with you and Hanako?
Deal.
You were hanging out with her today, weren't you? Have there been any fireworks? Any gossip you're withholding from me?
If I told you about my own circumstances, it wouldn't be gossip, would it?
I'll gossip about it. I guess
know
not.
you will. We're just friends, I guess. Why are you so interested? I thought you and Shizune didn't like her.
It's not really like that. You know Shi-chan and Lily don't get along well.
I had no idea.
And since you really can't get Hanako away from Lily, we don't talk to her much. But that doesn't mean I can't be concerned for her.
What is there to be concerned about, wink wink?
Well, she never hangs out with anyone else, right? It's no good,
Okay,
Hee-chan.
guys, I'm gonna mute.
If Shizune and Lily dislike each other because their personalities are different, then I hate to think how Misha and Hanako would get along.
I mean, in one way or the other, we're all in the same boat here, right?
Well, I guess.
This one time, when she left class halfway through, Shi-chan went to the teacher and asked what was going to be done about it. He said that every student here has special needs, and that Shi-chan shouldn't worry herself about it. Hanako never does any group work, she just runs off. Isn't that enough to be concerned about?
I guess you're right. She still hardly says a word when we're talking.
Well, that's more than I have been able to do. Shi-chan and I both tried when she started, but she got scared and ran off.
I considered telling Misha that exactly the same thing happened with me, but she seems caught up in thought. Listening to Misha without Shizune's influence is interesting.
I think she needs to realize that people here don't care what she looks like, and that she can trust us.
Except for Hisao.
Yeah, she gravitated to the one person who actually cares.
If she could, I'd feel a lot better about her.
I think this is the longest I have watched Misha without seeing her sign. When she's with Shizune, she's constantly waving her hands about, explaining the world to Shizune. The amount of effort probably places a strain even on an agile mind. And let's face it, Misha isn't the world's brightest spark.
Stop calling mom.
Well, I'll keep an eye on her for you. But you should probably apologize for earlier. I don't think Hanako is cut out for that kind of joke.
Oh. Oh! I didn't even notice. Sorry.
Don't say it to me, just mention it to her.
Alright. First thing tomorrow, I'll speak to her.
Good. A cacophony from the door heralds the return of Shizune. I guess she can't really tell how much noise she's making.
Oh, Shi-chan, you're back.
Shizune appears, completely laden with goods from the convenience store.
As you can tell.
You walked all the way down there.
She's fast.
Dot.
There was some surplus left from the festival.
Wait.
Since this is officially festival business, I've splurged a little. Nice idea, Shi-chan. 10 points.
I would like an official explanation of this point system, please.
Harry Potter points.
10 points for Hufflecraft.
Damn.
Huffle
I
crust.
think my candle just died. Fuck.
Is this allowed?
Is this allowed? Is
What's
this
that? You're
allowed?
dead, Hisao.
Dot.
For someone who refuses to join us, you seem to take an unhealthy interest in the politics of this council.
Oh, fuck you.
I shall punish your insolence by rationing your portion of the feast.
Fine, I get it. Misha slides the multiple stacks of papers to one side and makes room for the avalanche of food Shizune is spreading out. As I watch my hard yet misdirected work become wasted, I realize that it's little wonder why these two need help. The convenience store meal isn't overly tasty, but at least it's filling.
Dot. I'll be right back. Go on ahead.
Thanks for helping today. Most of the time, we just make up the reports for the staff.
Wait, we just make up? Or we just...
This year,
What?
we can at least make up some relevant headings on the debrief.
Are you sure this isn't a corrupt organization?
Not at all. Not at all. We're by the book. It's our fault if the book isn't specific enough.
I thought that was the definition of corruption.
You think too much.
You know what? You're probably right. Anyway, I must be off. That is, if I'm allowed to leave.
Dot.
Your work has been deemed sufficient. Dismissed.
Well, thank you. You know, if you stressed the free meal side of things over the endless workload side, you'd probably end up with more recruits.
You might just have a point.
Well, think about it. And think about what we talked about. You don't have to tell that to Shizune if you don't want to.
What? Oh, right. I'll try to see her tomorrow. Good night, Hee-chan.
Night, Misha. Shizune.
Hufflecraft.
Oh, we're not gonna go hang out with Hanako?
What? Hisao. You said you were gonna catch up later. Most non-committal doofus ever.
And by later, I mean when
Never.
I see you again
Next
later.
month.
Yeah, whenever that happens. Never.
Hanako died in that library.
I waited for Hisao the whole time and then just freaking...
At first I did get it, but then I got it.
Volumes.
Chirping boards. Normally, this would be a good time to reflect upon the beauty of nature. The fuck? But it is 6 a.m.
Yeah, you know, you can't enjoy nature at 6 a.m.
Covering
Only
my head
7.
with the pillow, I slam my face into the mattress, hoping that the impact will send me instantly back to sleep.
Unfortunately, concussions are harder than that.
Mubanashi. I toss and turn, but sleep simply won't return to me. Alright, nature, you've won. See, I'm getting up now. The lack of sleep weighs my mind down, and there's only one remedy for this: a nice hearty breakfast. It would be nice to be the first person here. To be the first to dig into a piping hot pile of food, to sit wherever I desire. It would have been nice. But even my exceptionally early start has put me behind the most diligent students.
It was 6 a.m., dude.
That's really early.
Actually, yeah, no, it kind of is.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but where I am, the sun would barely have started rising, or not at all.
Yeah, no, 6 a.m. is very early.
Well,
I get
maybe.
up at 5 for work.
You work at a bakery.
Yes, you kind of have to wake up early.
You don't count.
Yeah, there is a reason you get up that early. Not like you are the exception, is what I mean.
I would wake up at 12 every morning if I had my way.
I
I
wish I
would
could.
honestly rather sleep through the day and just be up the whole night.
I know you would.
I know, Lord.
It's a character trait. I guess there are quite a few people that have early starts here, for one reason or another. A group of students in sports clothes huddle around one table, eagerly discussing game plans in between inhaling great gulps of food.
Can we get an Emmy moment, please?
Emmy's probably here.
Please.
Yeah, she'd be on the track.
Oh, that's fair.
Scattered around the hall are a number of bleary-eyed students, probably suffering from the same ailment as myself. Noisy birds.
Waking up. Oh. Oh, that's why he woke up. Okay.
And, of course, there are the people who actually enjoy getting up this early. The ones with their bags stuffed with textbooks and completed homework. Couldn't be me. It's hard not to despise people like that, even more so when you're tired yourself. Picking out a familiar face from the thin crowd, I head towards the nearest table. Lily? Yep. Lily sits alone, delicately feeling her way around a small plate of eggs with her fork. It's almost a shame to interrupt her in her clockwork movements. I wonder, is this how a blind person zones out? Simply moving in predetermined patterns learned over the years, just like how a sighted person would eat while reading a newspaper?
CCD, the answer I have to that problem is sleep deprivation.
Not a good one, Leo.
I used to do that in high school, but I can't anymore.
Good.
Good morning, Lily. I didn't expect you to be here this early.
Oh, Hisao, you startled me. I didn't know you took to breakfast this early.
I don't. This is an exception to the rule. I greatly prefer to be late to school than early to breakfast. Lily gives a small sigh at my admitted tardiness as I begin eating my food. It doesn't take long for her to lapse back into her previous mindless nibbling. Each short motion lacks energy. I suppose this is similar to letting your eyes wander while performing an ordinary chore. But after a few repetitions of the defined eat food cycle, Lily puts down her fork and dabs her lips with a napkin.
Hisao, do you mind if I ask a question?
Damn. All I want is a little food and about 4 hours of sleep. And nobody says, "Can I ask you a question for a simple question?" Sure.
Do you think of Hanako as a friend?
Huh. This seems like a leading question. I guess so. Why do you ask?
No real reason. I do have another question, though. Why is it that you think of her as a friend?
This is well above my level. What is she expecting from me? I'm not really sure. I guess it's because she's a little different in the way she deals with people.
Since I've known her, she hasn't really connected with anyone. This is not new music, CD. At least I'm pretty sure it isn't.
It's
It
not
is not.
new music, but Lullaby for Open Eyes does not play often.
That's fair. And honestly, it doesn't seem like the perfect choice for this scene.
It doesn't.
It really
because we're-
isn't, but I think it's specifically because, like, Hisao is forced to confront his actual thoughts and feelings on someone.
Probably. She doesn't seem interested in other people, and I think people are a little scared off by her appearance.
Really? I thought that kind of thing was, well, discouraged here. Discriminating and such.
If I were to put it one way...
She furrows her brow in thought, a move which makes me slightly anxious as to what she's plucking from her mind.
I'd say that you're a little naive.
This makes me curious. Because what does Lily think Hanako looks like? Like, what is she picturing in her mind? If she's never
she's probably
seen
not
anything
picturing
before.
anything.
Well,
She has
yeah,
no
okay,
frame of
exactly.
reference.
If
There's
she's
nothing
never
she could be
pictured
picturing.
anything before, what does she think other people think of having a weird appearance when she's never seen anything before?
Probably.
Well, if you don't
Nothing,
mind
honestly.
me, this isn't really a spoiler, but just
Like, if you
sort
don't
of
know
a-
what people look like.
Well, okay, this isn't really a spoiler, it's just like a minor detail from Lily's route. Lily, at certain points during her route, will ask to touch Hisao's face, so she can sort of feel the contour of his face. So her only real frame of reference for what the human body looks like is through touch, sort of trying to reconstruct it in her mind based on, like, the shape that she can feel.
Yeah.
So then what does she think?
And we doubt Hanako wants to be touched, especially
like
in the face.
It's like the experiment where people who were born blind were given back their sight and were asked to identify certain shapes they could not at all. Like, the way they
Really?
process information is so different from, like, regular sight.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. It's impossible to imagine because you literally have to be born lacking a sense. Naive. I'd be insulted if not for the slightly cynical grin on her face. I see.
While Yongapaku has a stronger sense of community compared to other schools, it's far from being free of conflict. Rules cannot remove human nature, after all, only suppress it.
That's something I've noticed, actually. Just little things, like how certain people in cliques avoid each other in the hallways. It's no different than my old school, really. Even Lily and Shizune could be considered bitter rivals, even though they both seem like fairly accepting people. Well, at least the Misha-tinted Shizune does. Who knows what actually goes on with her fingers behind the glasses. I guess you're right, but when I first came here, everything was a bit of a shock. I kept on making mistakes, or at least thinking I was making mistakes. Like when we first met and I said, I see, to you. I didn't know if that was considered rude or anything, so I tried to just put it in the back of my mind. Treating people any differently and that kind of thing. So I didn't. I told myself that Hanako and you and everyone else was just normal, and I tried to ignore the obvious. I talked to Hanako as if she were any other person, and so we became friends. At least, that's how I think it happened. But you know, I feel guilty just from saying something like that aloud. As if it took extra effort to think of Hanako or you or anyone else here as normal people. I don't think that's right.
Hisao, I think you are naive, but I also think that you are a good person. It is perhaps one of your better traits.
You couldn't be more wrong. I suppose I can take that as a compliment.
If it were true.
If it were true.
Tell me, are you free tonight?
The fuck? If you don't count homework, then I'm free as the breeze.
In that case, would you care to join myself and Hanako for tea?
I don't really have that much money at the moment, so going out isn't really...
Oh, I didn't mean going out, just here, this evening.
You can access the classrooms in the evening here?
No, that's not what I meant. Hanako and I often use my room for tea parties together. Feel free to drop by after dusk. Broke-ass high school student moment. I've got it. Hisao, all along, was broke-ass college student. He just an older version in Persona 5.
Oh.
The plot thickens.
The plot thickens. Sure, I see no problem with that. What's your room number?
255. Room 25 on the second floor.
Okay, sure.
Well then, I had best be off. I have class representative duties to attend to, after all.
Isn't that, like, a horrible idea? Why would you put someone who's blind on the second floor? What if there's a fire and they have to navigate stairs?
Oh God, yeah. Wait, why?
Probably
I guess
when
maybe
it-
you don't have enough rooms on the first floor.
Yeah,
but...
They can
want to
still walk
say,
downstairs.
keep in mind though, that applies. The dorms in this school are specifically designed for people with impaired sight, so it's
Oh, that's
probably
true. They may have
less
better-
of an issue. Like the design may function a little better and allow for more safety in that regard.
Mhm.
And also, I assume that I believe they mentioned this, but the dorm rooms, there's not a ton of rooms per floor. And so they may just not have had enough room on the first floor to fit all of the blind people.
Prioritize those in wheelchairs and shit.
That probably.
Yeah, probably. Still, seems like a design flaw given how much money the school gets.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Probably should have been just like a flat complex.
Or just make multiple dorms.
That would work too. Until this evening, Hisao.
Yeah, catch you later. Hang on. Was I just invited to a girl's room after hours? Is this allowed?
Is this allowed?
You've been referencing that Vine like a lot this session, Kane.
I saw it like 8 times today for no reason. It just kept popping back up on my timeline.
I mean,
You
that's
keep,
what
and
I'm
you keep
referencing
like
too.
you keep slightly it's never the actual text of the Vine, but the way you're saying it makes it so obvious what you're referencing.
What's the exact text of the Vine?
Wait, did
It's
you
just
read that line?
No, not quite.
Okay.
It's just a vine of like a couple of like a young couple.
Yeah, no, I
kissing
know
a
the
cat
Vine,
hole.
but what's the
Yeah.
actual like line to it?
He just says, "Is this allowed?"
Is this
Then-
allowed?
Wait, why did Leo say you were?
Oh,
saying
the
that?
first couple times he referenced it, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because
No,
the
no,
text,
I would say like other.
also
times.
the text is wrong. I'm just saying it because I want to reference the line. There is a
Yeah.
curfew here, but I've never heard any rules about visitors in the dorm room. Even still, this is enough to get my sleep-deprived brain jump-started.
Oh God, why is
What?
that?
Add that to a lukewarm breakfast and you have one hell of a pick-me-up.
Fucking damn.
I grudgingly go to class, still a little excited at the prospect of breaking the
No,
rules.
actually, Hisao, are you 12?
Yeah. Ugh.
So scared of a 9 p.m. curfew. Like, goddamn.
I feel like, well, the door's probably locked, so that's not convenient. I feel like a little kid planning to sneak out of his window at night. Sosoruze.
What is that?
Well,
mean?
maybe that's, I think, fuck. Is that the right translation?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, CD, he is in his last year of high school. CD, Hisao is canonically 18.
Everyone in this comic is a senior in high school. I don't know
Okay.
why I said comic.
Why see? Oh, I almost.
Sosoruze means intriguing, so I meant more to say exhilarating, but I don't remember the word for that off the top of the head. Well, maybe that's going a little too far, but when you compare an invitation to a party to 6 or so hours of lectures, I know which one wins. Misha and Shizune do little to relieve my boredom either. For once, they seem actually determined to complete Muto's assignments. Nevertheless, the day eventually winds to a close. I hurry back into my room to wash up and comb my hair. Thankfully, I don't run into Kenji. Before long, I am leaving the door's boy. The boy's dorm.
The boy's dorm?
Shut up.
I got
Nervously, I rap
tongue-tied
on-
trying to replicate that.
Nervously, I rap on the door marked 2:25, checking my watch once again. Knees weak, arms are heavy, mom's spaghetti. There's vomit on his
Sweater
sweater already.
already. Mom spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't
come out.
He's joking now. Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Plow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Can we please add Empire's Break into song to the bingo?
I'm sorry I asked.
You can't start referencing a song around me. You physically can't. Just ask CD about teenagers.
Shit.
What is going on?
What happened?
I dropped my phone.
Is it okay?
Yeah, but Kane, what was that?
So I'm looking at news articles. They're adding Transformers-themed Magic the Gathering cards in the Brothers War.
The fuck?
What was that sentence?
2% of that.
Completely out of context. That has absolutely... Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying, but okay.
I'm very much worrying about it.
It's just Magic the Gathering. They're releasing new cards, and I went, oh.
Don't take that out of context.
I'm an expert on teen. Oh, dear God.
Alright, I'm going to say that meets our quota for out of the context clips at this point.
Yeah,
Oops.
absolutely.
Oh, we've had a stupid Discord poll. We have not seen that person. Does me putting up Neko arc earlier for the meme count? We weren't censoring anything.
Probably
so
not as a censor.
No, you weren't censoring anything.
I did appreciate
I did
that.
reference the Kenji ending, so I think we can cross that one off.
We did reference the Kenji ending. That's very fair.
And I forgot my turn earlier, so we actually have a full bingo at this point.
Sweet. Might need to update the bingo.
I think we need to update the bingo at this point. We have
Perhaps we can do that
someone
later when we're
forgets it's
talking
their
about
turn.
laptops.
Wahahaha, and bad out of context, which, for reference, is exactly the same bingo that we got first last time.
Yippee! Which means we definitely need to mix things up.
Oh,
We
no,
are
the
consistent,
issue
if
with
anything.
that one column on the bingo is that it's basically a guarantee so long as Shizune and Misha appear at all. The
Then we'll
only
just change it
reason
up a
we
little
didn't
bit.
get it during okay, sweet CD. Yeah, we should all come up with some suggestions. I keep giving out suggestions like during the stream, and then I don't remember any of them afterwards. So I guess if y'all have suggestions, just put them in Leo's Den at this point.
Yeah, we can just put them there.
Just drop them in Leo's Den without context.
At the very least, one could be referencing a song or singing Eminem, which seems to happen like once every once in a while.
It happens. It actually happens pretty often. Is that you, Hisao? The door's open. You can come in.
Mom spaghetti. Lily's voice lilts through the door and soothes my nerves. This is the first time I've been invited to a girls'
Hisao,
room.
get
I've
over
The
yourself.
writing was actually really good for like several scenes, and now it's back to this again.
I think this is just Hisao.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
this is kind of just Hisao. It's not dumb. It's what.
He wasn't.
Whatever, you can't separate the
I don't
dumb
feel
from
like
the
he
dumb.
was like this during Rain's Root.
Not really.
No, he wasn't at all. No, he was like Rin made him introspective, and it was awesome.
Exactly. I think it's a difference of he looks up to Rin consistently throughout the entire series as like, damn, she's doing this thing I've been unable to do. Meanwhile, whether unintentional or not, he kind of looks down on Hanako and Lily.
Yeah.
They don't have anything.
He looks
that
down
he-
on Hanako. Yes, I don't feel like he looks down on Lily.
True. Less so on Lily. But definitely
More so on Hanako. It seems like
Yeah.
he thinks that she is incapable of all things. Do you know where the hot water is?
Oh my. Ah! No. Okay, Marag, I'm gonna ask you to translate some stuff into Spanish so I can write an actual Dora the Explorer bit.
Okay.
Do you mind if I do that?
Sure.
I feel like it would be pretty funny.
¿Tú sabes dónde está el agua caliente? No, fuck it up. Yeah? No. Whatever. Even though
No,
I know
you're
there
doing great. I mean, I guess I wouldn't.
Even though I know there's no ulterior motive behind this invitation, it doesn't stop my mind from running wild with possibilities.
Hisao.
One guy, two girls in a dorm room with a tea set. Okay, sorry, 1 second. My dog wants to be free. I'm gonna take him on a walk real quickly.
This line, though. This line.
Oh wait, that was not Maroc?
Huh?
That was the line?
That was the
Oh
line.
my god, I thought I was making that up. Oh, Hisao.
Every
why?
time I think Maroc is just joking, and I go and actually look at the text, and he's reading it verbatim. It's like
He does the Hisao voice so well that we don't even notice whether he's coming up with it or not.
when I was reading Hisao, I was trying to like smooth out the like more objectionable parts of his character.
Meanwhile,
Maroc
And then
went
Maroc
full
is just
send.
leaning into them as heavy as possible. I think I need to get a new phone case. I have one of those
Random, but
wallet
probably
phone
true.
cases, and I was looking at it today, and the fabric that covers the magnet that keeps the whole thing together has like completely peeled off of one of the corners, so
Oh yeah, that's
it's not unusable right now, but I do need to order some stuff from Amazon anyways, so it might be a good time.
Meh.
You know, I feel like us going on tangents is what allows this stream to qualify as a just chatting stream.
yeah.
Like I feel like our propensity for tangents specifically is is saving us from having our streams mislabeled.
I had mine since the iPhone 6 came out. The
That
case?
is definitely a long time ago.
Wait, iPhone 6. That I think
Do you have an
That's a bit
iPhone
long.
6 or is it an older phone with a different case that you have had since the iPhone 6 came out?
wait. Yeah, no, I'm lost. It doesn't matter that much, but
Bug, it doesn't matter.
and can we double up our
Bug,
bingo
it
score?
doesn't matter. You could put Leo Sings on the bingo, but that'd just be
It's
a
an
free
iPhone
space.
6. I believe I got it for Christmas.
Okay, gotcha.
All my every phone I've ever had has just been like
Or hand
the
me down.
oldest thing imaginable.
Alright, the
But I
phone I
just
have
do
now
very
isn't a
much want
hand-me-down, but it
upgrade.
is still, like, several generations behind.
I don't use
whatever
my
the
phone
current
enough.
models are. Not that I really feel like you need a current gen phone at this point, because they barely change
all
anything every
pretty
time
good.
they release a new one.
I will say I am impressed how much they managed to come.
Like as
Packed
much
with
as
the tiny
as much
space.
of a Apple fanboy as Tyler is, like I don't really see that many
am.
noticeable differences between his phone and my phone.
Don't tell him that; he'll get sad.
No, he'll just start arguing with me.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
good point. Yeah, wait, this is Tyler. Or Hype Ninja, whatever. Dog walk complete. Is Doggo happy now?
He is
I'm not sure.
Punched.
I'm not sure how aware of the existence
walk.
of Tyler CD is. Like
I mean,
when
I
we
don't
talk
think
about
that-
Tyler, we all know.
I don't
know.
think CD's ever seen Tyler. Or by
CD,
seen, I
did you
mean
watch?
heard.
Yeah, that's Hypenage.
Yeah, that's Hypenage.
Hypenage. Did you watch
Terraria
Terraria Empires on Whiskers channel?
That area empires.
Because that would be basically the only thing
Yeah, no,
that he's
he
appeared
hasn't
in
been-
public.
And he appeared in like 3 episodes.
For reference, though, he is in the most recent. He isn't in the current Empires season that we're doing again. So
Secret project. It's not very secret at all.
no,
like,
we've
revealed
told
it
people
several
there's a
times.
project. We've told people it's
Yeah,
Empires,
good point.
and we've told people that Tyler and
Yes.
Pumpkin are in it. So at this point, that's common knowledge.
Yeah, good point. Seen the first episode and then I forgot, but I'll watch it eventually. Don't worry, it's not. I mean, It's an alright series for today's standards.
did the new
Although I could say that about a lot of things. Like, wow, that wasn't as good as I could hope it to be. Anyways, before we got too much more.
Anyways, now that Marak is back.
When I put it like that, it sounds a little dodgy.
Yeah, no
if
shit.
you just didn't put it like that, it wouldn't have to be like that, Hisao.
Giving a small sigh to steady myself, I gingerly put my hand on the handle and opened the door, craning my neck to see inside.
Oh,
We're
what?
actually playing
Why is
to
this
become one.
Yeah, what?
Oh, God, no.
I hate that
promise
my brain
you,
recognized it.
This is
three
not an
chords.
H scene. I can tell you with 100% certainty. Why they are playing to become one, I could not tell you.
The door.
It's
The door opens completely, and I catch my first glimpse of Lily's room. Her furniture looks almost antique, but the bare walls and flat surfaces are barely decorated at all. In the center of the room sits a low table, where I see a small tea set at rest. It seems that everything in this room has its place, possibly excepting the several piles of books stacked up against the wall. My sense of vision isn't the only one to be stimulated. The faint smell of something can be picked on the air. Nail polish, perfume, makeup. It's hard to describe in any other way than girly. My eyes finish their quick sweep of the room before returning their positions onto the girls.
I can't remember if this CG is considered a Hanako CG or a Lily CG. I want to say it's Lily, but I'm not 100% sure.
Post it.
Huh?
Post it. Or are you talking about this exact image right
This
here?
exact image.
I would assume this is Hanako specific.
Well,
But
no,
I've
you
also
see
seen-
this same CG in Lily's room.
Oh, okay.
In fact,
Were
this
you?
is one of those scenes that like carries over between the two routes. Like the track event in the beginning of Green's route is also in Emmy's route, though the context is slightly different. So similarly, there are a couple scenes like this one that appear in both Lily and Hanako's route. Honestly, of all the routes, Lily and Hanako's, I think, share the most scenes. Like, Rin and Emmy have some similarities, but they really only share, like, one or two. Like, the scene where they go to town after the track meet, and the scene where they're at the track meet. I'm pretty sure those are the only two scenes that are in common. And I think there's a few more that are in common in Lily and Hanako's route. But that's enough about game mechanics.
Lily... Oh, Jesus Christ. Lily sits next to the small table wearing very dark blue pajamas. Dark blue pajamas with shorts that show off plenty of her alluring pale legs.
I will
Wait. Oh, God.
personally murder this fictional character.
Opposite her, Hanako sits adorned in a conservative light pink gown. Her hands are firmly fixed between her legs, her shoulders forward, and her head down, as if trying to hide herself in it. It would be very easy for her to do so. It looks about 2 sizes too big for her.
That would be really funny.
Waves of flannel fucking hell. Waves of flannel flow from her frame, making her look like a child playing dress-up in her parents' clothes. She looks up to confirm my identity, and then the beginnings of a thin smile creep across her face, before vanishing so fast that I can't be sure they were ever there.
There's no point in you standing in the doorway, Hisao.
Oh, sweet, new art.
Very different art styles, though, between
Oh
the
my
two.
God. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Lily's
Hanako
looks like
has
sort of
transformed.
similar, and then
No, Lily
Hanako's
looks
is
like it was
what?
drawn by the same person.
The clothing looks like
It's okay.
It was done
No,
by
I
different
think it's the same artist.
Her
I
shoulders
just
are
think it's
also
an
very...
angle we've never seen.
Her
No, I
shoulders
think
are also
Lily
very...
specifically has the same.
Lily's the same artist. Hanako is going for the same style, but it's by the person who draws Emmy.
Ah, Okay. No, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I take a step into the room, closing the door behind me.
I've played this game too fucking much. I can recognize the art style.
My, I'm afraid this really is a small room for the three of us. Would you like to take a seat?
No, I'll stand.
I slowly walk up to the table and sit down, trying my hardest not to disturb anything along the way. I also can't help but steal a quick glance.
What did he? I don't want to know.
All right, we're done with that. Well, now,
Yes,
how about
please.
some tea? Hanako, could you please pour?
New sprites. Sprite cranberry.
What is it about this root
Sure.
specifically that has turned Hisao, like even when
just-
Hisao is being terrible, I would not call him a typical harem/visual novel protagonist. He does not fit that archetype even when he's being terrible.
Except
And all of a sudden,
somehow-
this root specifically has turned him into stock model
Just
visual
an
novel
immature,
protagonist
stupid idiot.
number 5867.
I don't know. Let's just go.
Kane, did you read that line and I just didn't notice?
I read it slowly. I can say it again. Would you like?
Some tea?
I would love some tea. Do you need a hand?
Nah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Lily finds it difficult to resist a smile at her companion's nervousness. Something I can't really blame her for.
Back the fucking raindrops and puddles.
Raindrops and puddles moment. Yeah, I told you it was played on a lot of different roots.
Yeah.
Been a
Kane and
tiring
I
day.
had a conversation about the musical themes of each character. And
This is Rin's theme.
Every-
I don't give a fuck what Canon says.
Canon. What is it? What's Rin's theme again?
Parody.
Parody. Okay, yeah. Lily's theme is Concord, if I remember correctly.
Hers is Painful History.
Painful History, yeah. I can't
Which I
remember
have
what
not heard
Emmy's
yet.
is, but I know Shizune's is just called the Student Council.
Wait, Kane, did you
That
play
is
through
her whole
all of
life.
Katawa
Do you
Shoujo?
need a hand?
No, I've been listening to the OST a lot though.
Oh, okay.
That'll do it.
CD says, "Do you need a hand?" No, we're not on Reen's route anymore, Hisao. I mean, it ain't any worse than the stream titles we've been coming up with.
Wait, what is this one again?
This one is,
Raindrop.
I'm feeling hungry for some reason, ... And I'm going to turn this into a two-part joke by finishing the joke next stream. So you guys are going to have to wait a whole week for the punchline.
Oh no. Been a tiring day?
Yeah.
I relax at my place, opposite of the cabinet. To my left is the blue-clad Lily, and to my right sits the pink Hanako.
That is black
Ooh.
clothing.
That is a very strange place to put that. The tea
right
set on
over
the
the
table.
freaking eyes.
The tea set on the table looks cute as well. Cute as well as practical, painted red with a floral motif. It looks odd when contrasted with Lily's plain but generally sophisticated-looking furniture, which leads me to think that Hanako might have picked it out. There is a slight ting when Hanako accidentally clips the teapot on a cup as she's pouring. She breathes in sharply. She must be really nervous, as it's not the kind of thing anyone would worry about.
No, don't pick up Yuko syndrome.
I like the pillars are a mistake.
Don't pick up
What the fuck is Yuko syndrome?
You know how she's always nervous and then apologetic?
Oh, I genuinely forgot who Yuko was. My fault.
It's okay, Hanako. There's no need to be nervous.
From Doki Doki?
No, from this, the only other character
Huh?
you
Wait,
voiced
there's a
that.
Yuko in Doki Doki?
Yeah, the purple hair girl, I think.
Her name is Yuri.
Yuri?
That's yeah.
The most hours in Doki Doki out of anybody.
I just remember the Y, okay?
I mean, to be fair, I forget names so often that I didn't even remember what her name was until you said you thought it was Yuko. So, and I don't remember any of the other ones. So
I keep calling Hanako Sadako, and she's an A. Something similar.
Rash.
I was about to say it would be really nice if we could get to the end of Act 2 today, but we're like, I don't know, like halfway through maybe?
oh my god, how?
1, 2, 3, 4. We're on the 5th of 9 scenes, basically.
Oh, shit.
But I think we're towards the end of the 5th scene, so...
Alright.
We've got 20 minutes, absolutely not.
Hanako seems to find some confidence in Lily's reassuringly soft-spoken words and deftly pours the next 2 cups.
Hey, here you are, Hisao. Lily.
What do you guys say we like try and pick up the pace and see if we could get to Act 3?
We got this.
Go,
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 go.
go.
Constantly trying to pick up the pace. It doesn't work. Hanako carefully places a cup and saucer in front of Lily and myself. I could get used to service like this.
Oh god dang it.
Thank you, Hisao.
Nope.
Hanako,
Yeah,
go, just
thanks.
get that.
Hey, you're welcome.
Lily searches for a cup and upon finding it, sips delicately. I do the same. This tea tastes somewhat better than the tea we usually have at school. This is nice. It's so different from any tea I've had before.
Looks like you picked the right one, Hanako. You've done well, even if it was a bold move.
Hanako's smile returns, redoubled. Even with her blighted face. Fuck you.
Oh my god, Hisao.
Her shy
You're blighted? Wait,
smile couldn't be called anything but cute.
this fucking guy.
When even Caprese comments on it, you know it's bad.
With her horribly disfigured face.
With her fucking... With her steak mouth. I don't fucking... I'm glad you like it.
Hanako, finally beginning to relax, sips from her cup. I think back to my chat with Misha the other day. Is Hanako's behavior something to be concerned about, or is she just shy? And then there was Lily early this morning. The concern from both of them seemed to be genuine, and they know the situation better than I. But really, how could I possibly help? I'm no plastic surgeon. I'm gonna kill
Oh
this
god.
man.
Okay, wait, hold on. I need to catch up. I left and muted for a minute. What? I'm no.
You...
Oh.
I'm no plastic surgeon, so I can't really help her appearance, nor am I a psychologist who can make her more sociable. So what the hell do Lily and Misha want me to do?
Not that.
Be a nice person.
Like you have ruled out the two most you have ruled out 2 answers. Whatever's left, go with that. You've already ruled those answers out. It's
You've
clearly
already ruled
not
out
them.
the worst ideas. God.
Dig
It's
a little
frustrating.
deeper and use that peanut-sized brain.
We'll go faster, don't worry. Hey, you know what? We can take whatever time we need to slander Hisao.
It's frustrating. Hanako and I are quickly becoming friends of our own accord. And because of that, it's like everyone wants me to solve all of her problems. And I have no idea how to do that.
Just be nice.
No one can cure my heart, nor Lily's eyes, nor anyone who is here in this school. However, I see no harm in becoming better friends with Hanako. Now that she's warming up to me, I kind of enjoy hanging out with her.
Kind of?
Only kind of.
Only a little bit, though.
I'm trying to decide if he's being condescending or a tsundere.
Push next while you do.
Ain't like Rin though. Anyways, it's Sundere. Let's go on.
So, Hisao, are you enjoying yourself?
Lily's words break me out of my reverie, and I take a second to reconsider where I am. I'm in a room with 2 girls in their bedclothes. This is something I enjoy.
God! Just keep going, please.
Yeah, it's relaxing. Almost like I'm not in the school anymore. You do this, often?
Quite often, but not as often as we take tea in the school building.
Considering that they do that nearly every day, that's not a big surprise. As I move to take another sip from my teacup, I find it sadly empty. That was delicious. Thank you, Hanako. Lily?
You're welcome.
Yes, you're most welcome, Hisao. It is nice to have a third person here.
Well, anytime you need someone to fill that position, I'm always available. Always.
I was hoping.
I knew you were gonna change the tone
Emphasize
for
that
that last one. I was when
Hisao.
One must be sure to get the point across in these circumstances.
Why does it sound like the art teacher?
Nomiya's you. What the frick are you doing?
Nomiya's voice rings out in my head.
You hear Nomiya's voice. Don't walk. Wait, what's the Pokemon line again?
Now is not the time or place,
Can't
you
use
so.
that here.
Lily
No,
lets
it's onward. The music's
Lily-
fading up.
Lily lets loose a yawn, which she unsuccessfully hides with her hand.
Pardon me, I think I'm a little tired.
I think we're all a little tired.
My, how astute we are tonight, Hanako.
Fucking bitch. Sorry.
Jesus!
No, Hisao's rubbing off on her.
Hisao's infected her, no!
It's a curse!
Hisao, no!
Of the zombie
You took
apocalypse
one of the
while you
best
found
characters! Oh god.
Literally behind him.
We really should head to bed. We all have class tomorrow. I like to think Lily is just like, you know, poking fun at Hanako, like they have a relationship where that's possible, but
Yeah, it doesn't feel like.
Given the place we're
I
coming
hear that,
from
I'm
with
like,
Hisao,
ow.
I don't know. I think people just talk down to Hanako.
yeah.
Takes poor dude.
Yeah, I should go.
Thank you for your presence, Hisao.
Phrasing.
Nice. You'll come again, right?
Not even a whole army could stop me.
What is this? A Shonen Battle series?
She's like, great, I'll call that
I'm
in.
impressed
next
by
time.
your determination, Hisao.
Nothing would stop me from getting a peek at those honkers bonkers. Either way, you're right. We'd best be going.
Quick CD clip it.
I stand up and make for the door. Hanako gingerly stands up behind me. I stop and face her. Are you coming with me? Hanako instantly blossoms into a full blush.
No, I not. This room isn't.
It's okay, I was only joking.
Don't.
Oh,
He's out.
all right then. Nah, partner.
Didn't he, like, just criticize Misha, like, a scene ago for making a joke in that similar vein?
Joke. Yes.
Yes.
Good night.
Welcome to his stuff.
Good night, Hisao.
Hisao, the biggest hypocrite.
Night.
Maybe we should go down the bad route just so we can save Hanako.
You have to leave. You can't. Hisao just sucks.
We have to level the
So
playing
great.
field only to save Hanako. And with that, our tea party finishes.
We've got a rent a girlfriend situation here.
Huh?
Huh?
Where the protagonist is so bad that you actually end up rooting for the antagonistic force just so
Oh,
he doesn't
yeah.
end up getting with one of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not sure what it is Lily wants me to do for Hanako, but I don't want to let her down.
That may have been the
for her,
biggest
dude.
snort I have ever done in my entire life.
I
Mike
don't think
didn't pick it
actually
up.
came through.
It didn't go
Maybe.
through.
Maybe
That's
CD.
probably for the best. It would have sounded crunchy as all hell on the other end.
How many cogs do you have? In
Okay, let's go on. Let's not talk about
Yeah.
songs.
Okay. Andale. Or andale. I forget what it is.
Wait, did you read that
Yeah,
line
that's
that I
right.
just moved on from?
Yes.
Okay.
I wait until the door is closed behind us before turning to Hanako.
The antagonist is Hisao.
Wait, but then we're rooting for him to win, which is not the case. It's Kenji. Wait, we don't want him to win either. Never mind. Just go.
This is a lose-lose scenario.
The nurse. Okay, yeah, no, the nurse is
Just
the
love-
antagonist. That's the best middle ground we can come to.
Yeah, good point. All right.
Hey, Hanako. Are you a fucking idiot? Oh my god. You know, you don't have to be nervous around me or anything. I mean, we're friends, right?
We're friends. I mean, if you fucking say so.
If you ever want to hang out or anything, just let me know. We still need to have that chess rematch, remember?
Sure. But I don't think you'll win.
It wouldn't be any fun if it was easy. Hanako seems to give a muted laugh, but she could have just as easily been exhaling.
As I said, the writing quality and the dialogue in this route specifically is schizophrenic.
Nah, Hisao.
With that, Hanako quickly retreats into her room, located next to Lily's. I start to walk back to my dorm, but the simple act of walking seems to drain me of my energy. I've been poisoned. I barely make it to my room before I'm hit with before I am hit with a wave of exhaustion. I kick off my shoes, fall into bed, and fall asleep by the time my head hits the pillow. Boop boop boop. Leo, your mouse is on stream. Leo,
You're a little fast.
Who's what?
Leo, your mouse is on stream.
Is?
It doesn't. It's intermittently on and off screen. I'm
Oh,
so
that's good.
inconsistent about it at this point. It doesn't really matter.
Mouse.
I pull my door closed, ready for another day of classes. Ah!
God. All right.
Kenji jump scare.
Go.
Kenji's sudden arrival makes me jump, and I narrowly avoid butting heads with him. I know he has poor eyesight, but he knows who I am. Does he still have to stand this close? Oh, yeah, like a baby.
What do people say that? Have you ever heard a baby sleep? They scream all night, every night. Babies don't sleep well, ever.
Well, there goes my restful state. I have to remember to never use figures of speech with Kenji. Alright, I get your point. It was a figure of speech.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Where were you last night? I had a favor to ask. A very important favor. But you went around.
Can we have an option to lie? Okay, good. For a split second, I considered telling Kenji the truth, that I was spending time with Lily and Hanako. Thankfully, that split second passes as soon as it came.
I'm sorry to go on a tangent. It just dawned upon me that Kenji is absolutely essential to falling in love with Hanako. And I don't like that fact.
Oh
Because
my
he's
God.
the
you're
one
gonna
that asked,
go.
was she cute? And one of the main
Oh.
triggers...
I guess you're right. Not that we're giving him any credit for it.
No, of course not.
I was just out, checking out the local area and stuff. You know, a recon.
Good man, good. I knew you were the type to plan ahead.
Anyway, what was this favor you wanted?
I need you to order nuclear weapons. I was going to get some takeout, but I needed change. Oh, wait, did this happen in the...
Wait, what? I gave you money
Oh, wait.
last week and you still haven't paid me back.
Not important, Hisao. And I was starting to think you were cool.
Kenji fishes around in his pocket and produces his wallet.
Wait, why did you need change? At least two.
What?
1 second.
Okay. Wait. That didn't
I guess
register.
we're just gonna vibe with the music for a second.
Okay, sorry.
You good?
I am continually being distracted by my pooches.
Oh.
As he
Little
counts out
pups.
the 400 yen he owes me, I can clearly see at least two 10,000 yen notes.
Which are, by the way, about $100 for those who weren't aware.
Hey, what the hell? Why are you borrowing money off me when you've got that much cash? Kenji hisses a little, realizing he's been had.
Get off my case, man. It's bad luck to break a big note for anything less than half its value. It's the tycoon's rule.
You are in high school.
Last night's dinner is going to cost me 7 years of bad luck. 7 years! Don't you think that's enough cause to help someone out? I get a shorter sentence if I just stole the stuff.
My common sense screams in me to say something to him, but thankfully I restrain myself.
It would be funny if, throughout the Kenji scenes, his theme continued to raise in pitch as the conversation escalated.
Like you're slowly getting more and more insane.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I think
Arguing-
Whisker's voice is just my canonical voice for Kenji at this point.
Same here. Arguing a point like this with Kenji will just lead to further and more complicated discussions. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe you should plan these things out a little better.
You're right. Thievery is important, Hisao. Yeah, man, I know. But I've got so much stuff to do, it's hard. And you're never around anymore, so I'm on my own. We're supposed to be brothers in brotherhood, remember?
Yeah, I get you. Global conspiracy and such. I'll keep my ear to the ground. Jesus.
God.
Kenji draws close enough for me to get a clear whiff of his garlic-tainted breath.
Oh,
Even though he
gross.
didn't say feminist agenda, I feel like that's close enough to mark up.
Yeah, mark the bingo. Kenji appears, just mark the whole thing.
We
We'll get
literally
half the
have
jokes
three,
out of the way.
We have 3 squares on here for Kenji stuff.
Is one of them the bad ending?
Yeah, we've already marked that one off. Have we done enough Kenji
Oh, yes,
disrespect to warn?
Absolutely. More than enough.
Mark that man down.
In that case, we have another bingo.
If you
Yay.
need more, just ask me.
Which again is one that is basically like an automatic bingo, so long as Kenji actually shows up. It's slightly less automatic because this one is someone hates on the painting and we don't always see the painting. Then we have Kenji disrespect and Kenji doesn't
Hey.
always show up. We have stupid
If
Discord
we don't see the
polls.
painting, we can just hate on the painting without it.
Stupid Discord poll, which exists only
Hate
if there are
on it.
choices in the part of the game we're playing. And considering how long it takes us to go through these,
Yeah.
sometimes that doesn't happen. And then someone forgets their turn. That one is a given.
Of course. Now, before I forget my turn again, click the next line.
Perhaps CD. It's still fun though. Well, for the longest time, we weren't getting any bingos because we were on Reen's route.
We will never finish.
I think probably a 5x5 one would work better.
Rin's route is very
That goes-
unique compared to the other routes, and that's another reason why it has a cult following rather than being considered the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. I will happily be a part of that cult.
You'd better, man. You're spending less time here. That's the first thing they do. They'll try to split us up, divide and conquer. Sun Tzu said that.
Sun Tzu said that.
I keep a copy of art.
Sun Tzu said that.
Yeah,
And I think
you
he
did it
knows a
better.
heck of a lot more about war than you do. That's because he invented it, and then he mastered it.
TF2.
Roger that. Now I've got to be getting to classes. You coming?
Nah, I'm tired. I stayed up all night just to make sure nothing was going to happen after splitting that note.
As rational as ever, I see.
Whatever. Night.
Kenji
Good
scurries back
morning,
into his
Hisao.
room, and I hear him throwing his locks as I walk down the hallway.
That's why some people can't roll their tongue, or why the second toe is longer than their big toe.
Genetics class?
Muso.
This is the science
Muto.
teacher, but generally speaking in high school, science is more specialized than this.
Muto beams a half-moon smile at us, obviously proud of his explanation of recessive genes.
At least in America it is. I don't know if they do more generalized curriculum in Japan.
However, no matter how impressed he is at the science that defines who we are, the classroom seems to be reduced to a stupor.
We've been reduced.
Why is it that a bad explanation can make even the most interesting things seem worthless? I can see Muto deflate as he realizes that nothing he said in the past half an hour is sunk in. Whispered conversations start to break the silence, and like an avalanche, the noise levels in the class start to rise. Defeated, Muto identifies some questions from the textbook and sets to clearing off the blackboard. Almost as if expected, Hanako packs up her things and leaves as soon as people start talking and laughing among themselves. The initial shock of seeing someone play so blatantly truant has started to fade. But it doesn't stop me from wondering. Is she leaving because she doesn't want people to speak to her? Or is it just the thought of people around her shattering her peace? Before I can think about the topic any further, the lunch bells ring. I wonder if she was simply taking the opportunity to leave early. The usual clamor of students exchanging books for lunch reverberates around the class. And while Misha's distracted, I grab my lunch and head out the door. Lily already sits in the tea room, setting out her lunch alone. So, Hanako's not here then?
Oh, Hisao, how are you? I haven't met Hanako since this morning, I'm afraid.
That's right. Hanako and Lily live right next to each other. Somehow I think their morning conversations are slightly more grounded than Kenji's ramblings.
God, I hope so.
God, I hope so.
Oh,
That's strange. She left class early, so I figured that she'd come here.
So she's still leaving class early?
Huh? Yeah, I've seen her do it a few times. Lily drops her head a little, and her tone of voice is notably depressed. It's very reminiscent of someone who is used to hearing bad news.
I was so sure that she'd stop doing that once you two became friends. Everyone has their own pace, I suppose.
Well, I was wondering about just that today. Why exactly does she leave?
I'm not entirely sure myself. I personally think it's because she doesn't want to be put in a situation where she has to answer someone.
I have a flashback of my first meeting with her, when I thought she looked like a cornered animal. Maybe I wasn't far from the truth. But she seems fine talking with you and with me a bit.
It's a little more complex than that. I imagine the first thing most people ask her about is her scars and what happened. She rarely talks about it with me, but I can tell that she doesn't like to remember whatever happened back then. Leaving class and running away from discussions is her preemptive strike, if you will.
Huh. So then, how does that explain her talking to me?
You said it yourself yesterday at breakfast. You tried to ignore her scars. Once she saw that you weren't going to ask her about that, she opened herself up to you.
I guess you're right. Maybe. I don't know. You know her better than I, so I'll take your word for it.
I wouldn't worry about that. I'm sure you'll come to know her as well as I do soon enough. I welcome the prospect of her having a new friend. And the two of you have such similar interests.
Well, I hardly count reading as a team sport. It is good to have company, though.
That's my point. Hanako is still an average person at heart. She also wants company at times like that.
Huh. I see. I think. To be honest, both of you still confuse me a little.
That's only natural, Hisao. We've known each other for a little while. It's unreasonable to expect you to understand us, just as we can't understand you. That is half the fun of becoming friends, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Although, I suppose there is the matter of us
God.
Us being opposite genders, men and women
Why?
men and women do seem to confuse each other quite often.
Okay, that's a little better than I thought it was gonna be.
She says this with a light giggle, finding amusement at the odd little details of
I
life.
read the first half, and then I read the
Yeah,
second
same.
half.
I was like,
I was
oh,
expecting a
and you
Hisao
really have
moment in the
rubbed off.
first half, and then I remembered that Lily is not in fact Hisao.
They had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank God.
Exactly that meme. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to start eating.
No,
No,
stop,
go ahead.
don't.
I think I'll eat something too. I've got some books I want to drop back at the library before classes start, so I better get a move on.
You'll probably find Hanako there as well. If you do see her, can you tell her to stop by my room later tonight? I'd like to talk to her.
You're not coming?
Unfortunately, I have a class representatives meeting later, so I'll be gone as soon as I've finished my lunch.
Okay then. If I don't see her in the library, then I'll tell her in class. I'm sure she'll be back after lunch. We fall silent as we start to eat, and I take a second to reflect on our conversation. I've always thought that Hanako's shyness was simply due to her being self-conscious of her scars. But that is a pretty superficial way of looking at her. Just when I thought I was able to see through the fog of Lily and Hanako, I realized that I'm more lost than when I started. Lily quickly finishes her lunch, acutely aware of her meeting. I don't blame her. Shizune is most likely going to be there, and I doubt she wants to give her the satisfaction of another argument.
I must be off. Same time tomorrow?
Same time, same channel. I better head off too. I don't want to risk being late. Lily smiles gently, picks up her cane, and walks out into the hall. I turn my back on Lily as soon as we head in opposite directions. For some reason, I find myself hoping she doesn't get into another fight with Shizune.
For some reason, because you're her friend.
As much as I like Lily, Shizune and Misha have been pretty instrumental in helping me adjust, even if half of our conversations are thinly veiled recruitment attempts. Then again, I barely know either of them. Maybe they were previously leaders of some sort of secret society, but their love for each other drove them apart. Man, I need to stop reading cheap fiction. It's rotting my brain. Either that or I gotta move away from Kenji and his bad influence.
Both.
You should
The answer to that
definitely
is
the
both.
latter.
It's sad that I can't tell the two apart anymore. I slide my books down the return chute and they crash into the cart with a pleasant thud. Jesus. I didn't know Yugo was
Yugo
going to
jokes.
crash into the cart with a pleasant thud. Yugo, however, doesn't seem as impressed as I am.
Priest, we need you.
Oh, Precy!
floor.
He's
Fucking light up the bat light.
the priest light.
The priest light.
Wait, I got it. He's how you scared me.
Nailed it. We'll go with that unless
Is Caprese
Caprese, are you
asleep?
actually here? Maybe.
Probably.
Or tired, dude.
I would scream into the microphone, but
It would
it's
not
his
be the
own
first
decision to
time.
be here. So.
Wait. I saw his icon light up.
Hey, let's just continue.
Sorry, I thought you would be used to that by now. Or is the literacy level here so low that nobody borrows any books? What the fuck?
Huh? No, I think everyone here can read fine.
Hisao!
Yeah, never mind. There are some battles that you can never win. Trying to explain jokes is one of them. My dad taught me that the hard way.
It's not a joke if you're that stupid.
Say, Yuko, have you seen Hanako
Wait.
about?
Oh, he actually did think that was a joke. Somehow that
Yes.
makes it worse.
She left class early, but she wasn't in her usual hiding place.
I guess I was New Year village.
I'm gonna need a peace out for a minute. The audio shield filled out.
Oh. What am I supposed to say on that?
Caprice is back! You got it. We need you, Caprice.
No, I like Jack's interpretation.
I'm okay with whatever. Keeps me more involved.
Nah, you go for it.
Onward.
I just told you that I saw her leave. No need to stress out.
Oh. Of course, she's probably in the back.
Thanks. Get any new books in recently?
I'm sorry, Elena, where do you go?
Okay. If there's one thing I know about librarians, part-time or otherwise, it's that they appreciate people who take a genuine interest in their work. I walk the now familiar path to Hanako's reading nook, picking out a few titles along the way. Sometimes I find it hard to discover a book that will interest me among the shelves. An author's name and a two-word title don't mean much in a sea of similar words. For that reason, I sometimes reread books that I read in the past. Better to bet on the favorites than a new runner. An unfamiliar title from a familiar author peeks out among the spines of its neighbors, so I remove it from the shelf. At least I'm not going over old material. As expected, Hanako sits on her beanbag, buried deep in a copy of Dance Dance Dance. Hi, Hanako. How's it going? I fight back the urge to ask why she left class early. If Lily's suspicions were right, then asking her about it could have the opposite effect. Best to leave it for the time being. Sometimes the best way to get an answer from someone is to never ask the question.
Howdy, Hisao. I'm fine.
Something seems off, and after a couple seconds I realize what it is. Hanako's smiling. She looks as if she's pleased to see me. It's a nice change from the usual instinctively frightened reaction, and something I hope I can get to see more of as we get to know each other better. Good to hear. How's that book? I've heard it's a trip.
It's alright. I think. I've only just started, so I don't really know.
Fair enough. Let me know how it goes. I may borrow it once you're done.
Alright then.
There's a good 15 minutes left in lunch. Not enough to really get into a book, but too much to stand around doing nothing. And Hanako's already returned to her reading, so I doubt I'll get much of a conversation from her. Oh well, better make myself comfortable. I slash into a beanbag and crack open my book.
Sorry, is this
I
Everyday
opened a nice
Fantasy?
gold
What
book.
what song is this? Is this Everyday Fantasy or Fripperies?
Fripperies.
Fuck, okay.
The familiar style of the author leaps out to me from the very first line. As the sentence turns into paragraphs, I start to relax a little. Man, I love Bakemonogatari.
Yeah, you
But
can.
no
I
matter-
mean, to be fair, you can instantly tell it's a Monogatari book from like the first few words.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, it's Nishio Isin is probably one of the most distinctive writing styles I've ever
You've ever
seen.
seen? Wow.
But no matter how I try, I can't seem to get myself into the atmosphere of the book. This is partly due to the lack of time, but the more distracting factor is Hanako. Every 10 or so seconds she peers over the top of her book, but when our eyes meet, she quickly ducks behind the covers. I guess she did want to talk about something after all. What's up? You look like a prairie dog on
I
lookout.
would like to point out just briefly that he said like a dozen lines ago or so that drawing attention to it was probably not a good idea.
Yeah. It's nothing.
I've told you before, nothing means something when you say it like that. Hanako squirms a little in her beanbag, hoping that by changing her position she'll find the word she's looking for.
I was in an accident.
What? Accident? Just now? Are you alright? Hanako shakes her head, her hair flowing in around her shoulders in wisps of amethyst on a background of pale and dark flesh.
Nah.
How did we get to the circumstances of her revealing this? Did she just want to finally let it out, or did I miss a line?
Just keep reading.
Okay.
When I was younger.
Realization crashes into me like a semi.
When I was...
It's alright, Hanako. You don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to. Again, she shakes her head.
No, I want... I gotta tell you. But when I was young, I was in fire. My ranch burned down, and I nearly didn't make it. After that, I was alone.
Hanako's eyes glisten in the dim light of the library, and I reach out to grasp her hand. It's okay, Hanako. You don't have to keep going.
I have to.
Why? What brought this on?
Last night, Lily told me about your heart. And I didn't think it was fair.
Fair?
That I knew about you, but you didn't know about me.
I squeeze Hanako's hand a little. Don't be silly. But yes, I have a heart condition. I lean a little closer to Hanako. What I didn't tell Lily is that I had my first attack when a girl confessed to me. I smile a little to break the tension.
Really?
Really? I haven't heard from her in a while though, so I guess it's all over. I know it's all over. There's no other way to interpret what happened the last time I saw her. In some ways, not having heard from her again has helped me move on from that period of my life.
What soundtrack is this? Is Painful History, isn't it? I haven't heard this one yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, we both know a little more about each other. But you don't have to talk about things if you don't want to. In fact, I feel a little bad even thinking about the whole incident. I can almost smell the hospital's disinfectant burning into the back of my sinuses again. I imagine Hanako is going through the same thing now. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry. I read the first part and was like, is this Hanako speaking? When I was in the hospital, I went to the burn ward once, and only once. I was bored, so I went through a walk through all of the wards. I went through the oncology and I thought I could take it, but when I got to the burn ward, I turned around and went back to my bed. To think Hanako would have spent months in a place like that, smelling nothing but corrupted skin, strong disinfectant, and sterilized air. The really bad cases were kept in isolated pods that no foreign object could enter. That would have meant no reading. I would have gone insane if I didn't have my books in the hospital.
He
She
said
said
that
she was
soundtrack is
alone.
very good.
Did her parents die? I'll have to
Wait,
ask
did I
Lily
say?
about it.
Hold on. Did I say CD or Hisao?
I think you said
I don't
Hisao.
know.
I meant to say, just to respond to CD's comment, CD, the soundtrack is very good.
Yes. I was gonna say the same thing, but I was waiting.
I'm
until
so
the
used
actual
to
scene was
trashing
over.
on him that he's like the default name I go to whenever we're doing these streams.
Oh wait, no, you didn't finish reading that.
I did not. I'll have to ask Lily about it. I can imagine myself saying something dumb unintentionally.
Hey, thank you, Hisao. I haven't told many people about this.
To be honest, I haven't told many people about my circumstances either.
And I won't tell anyone either.
Deal. I change my grip on Hanako's hand into a handshake as the warning bells chime through the window.
I'm just imagining someone holding hands and then shaking it, letting go, and walking off.
Whoa.
Out of
Leave.
context, that sounds so bad.
Well then, we better head back to class then, eh?
Sure.
Act... Tree?
Wait, for real?
Castling!
Actually made it.
Hoo-ha.
Castling.
We
Wait,
only
where's the
had to go
cutscene?
15 extra minutes.
Oh no, you only get one, right?
We already got the
What?
cutscene at the beginning.
Was there only one? Fuck, I didn't remember that. Yeah, you're right, okay.
I wish there was one for every act. That'd be awesome.
Dang, they couldn't get Mikey Nell for all of them, though. I don't know why I know the guy who did the CGs. I did a lot of
Oh, okay. That was like I thought that was like a celebrity.
I know too much about this game, and none of it has to do with the actual game.
It's all surrounding it.
CD has just posted that I feel like if Kenji knew about Hisao's heart, he'd constantly sneak behind him and make loud clapping noises in his ear until he eventually died.
He absolutely would.
Kenji's just that kind of guy. So we actually did
All
not
right.
get to the scene that I was remembering today, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Hey,
Again,
we cleared an entire act in a day, in one session.
That's impressive for us.
Extremely impressive.
We started earlier than usual, and we ended later than usual, so that
We did
definitely
not-
helped. But I don't think we would have done that in the first place had we not already been making good progress.
We did go an extra 18 minutes, but what we did is we said we'd start early and then still took 20 minutes. So no, we started at the exact same time. We just said we weren't going to do that and then did it anyway.
No, we started reading around 7:30.
No,
Yes,
we started reading around 7:40 because we got caught up on. We opened it and opened the first line of dialogue.
Actually, he might be right.
I started streaming
Because
at like 7:20.
I think it was around 7:35.
Yeah, and then we
You know
talked
what
about
I think
PCs at the
happened
beginning
is
of the
we
stream.
noticed that we had gotten off track at 7:32, and then we got off track again talking about how we had gotten off track.
I do.
Yeah.
All I remember is I said something to the effect of it's 7:32 and we already have the first line of dialogue on screen.
Oh yeah, mhm.
We just didn't
But
get
yeah.
much farther than that for 8 minutes.
We did significantly better than last stream.
That is last stream was a wild ride.
All right, well,
Oh, we just got a heart attack joke. That's another bingo square.
Oh,
She had a heart attack.
We can go ahead and
going to
cross
bed.
out Hisao being
Yeah,
the
good night,
absolute
Kane.
worst.
See ya,
Hi, Kenneth.
Have a good night, y'all. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Kane.
It goes to show how quickly we can get through this game if we just shut up for like a minute.
I was
Actually,
so tempted.
we didn't. We were pretty tangential tonight, and we still got through a good amount. So
I
like,
almost wanted to like make a statement about how I would stop interrupting before I realized that
That
I'd be
in and of
interrupting by
itself would
making
be
that
an
statement,
interruption.
and then I wanted to make a statement about the fact that that was funny, and I just had to shut myself down.
I feel bad because you don't really have too many lines at the moment.
I mean, it's honestly fine. Like I spent the time just like
honestly thought that
like,
another
looking along and
character
then
would
drawing.
have showed up by now, but
I don't mind. I've been just having fun
I
hanging out.
swear
and
they
then-
appear in this route,
drew
but
whiskers.
maybe they don't. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I know they appear in more than one route, and I know it's not Emi or Reen's route, but maybe it's Shizune's route that they also appear in. They're a main character in Lily's route, but I know they're in another. I have 0 lines and I'm having fun. It's really weird going from being the most prominent speaking role to having exactly one character I'm voicing.
Let's work on the old vocal cords.
That is true. I did kind of need a break from being the guy who was voicing everything, though.
I eventually got used to just talking for insanely long amounts of periods of time by doing YouTube.
All right, so I want to check real quick. So we had 9 scenes in Act 2. In Act
Wait, are we still
3,
live?
there are a lot more scenes. There are
Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it looks like. No, that's
We
just
can
10.
do it.
Actually, it's just 10.
No.
It just looks
No,
like
no,
one.
no, no, no. Stop talking. Well, we're gonna do it. Right, guys? No matter what the numericals tell us,
Yeah.
we're gonna make it.
It's 9 scenes in Act 2 and then 10 in both Act 3 and 4, it looks like.
Yeah. I told you we don't need to down ourselves or whatever.
Well, again, that's about the same number of scenes, so
Oh, okay. That was actually
I'm
encouraging.
not trying to put us down, or I don't know what you thought I was doing there.
Well, I don't know. I was like, we don't need to waste time on like trying to quantify how long it's gonna take us.
Well,
Let's just
anyways,
keep plugging along.
I think that's probably the ending.
No, it's definitely the ending. What else? Kane left.
Kane is already gone.
Kane's gone.
And he's never coming back.
No.
Thank you,
Okay.
everyone. We have 3 viewers. Actually, wait.
Are you sure?
We
about
probably
that?
have 1 viewer.
Well,
I
yeah,
hardly
I have
count-
it open and CD has it.
I hardly
open,
In the
count
form
CD
of
as a
CD.
viewer. CD is an integral part of the stream at this point.
so- Even when you're not here, CD, we're thinking of you.
All right. Well, that being said, I should really.
Yeah, you specifically. You have work in the morning, don't you? All right, Leo, go to bed.
All right. Anyways,
Shut up and go.
peace. I will see you all in the next stream.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Alright.
Who
I'll
just
be
left
leaving
the
as well.
stream? Who just left?
That was Peril.
That was Breeze.
Wait a minute.
must be
Why is
going
the
as well.
why is the
Did you end the
Remux
stream?
recordings going? Oh, hold on. I'm actually still streaming. I know what's going on.
I was gonna say.
I was like, why is the
Let's
Remux?
be careful here.